Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. I think everything should be good now. And we didn't miss too much. Hopefully, not everyone left, because, little hiccup we had there. See who's online. Watching Morton game. We're always watching Morton, but he's always high, so, can you really blame us? No, not really. But, yeah. Looks like we are good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, the default microphone changed or something, so it was like recording nothing. Don't ask me, I got no clue. But it should be working now. So here we go. What has happened here? Yeah, I guess I need to just re-say everything that I was talking about earlier. So, this Swirl Giant deck, dude, I'm surprised people are still using it. I'm surprised, like, everyone isn't just countering the crap out of it, because it looks like it's pretty popular. Maybe you just can't counter it. Yeah, Facebook is off. I'm not too sure why Facebook is off, to be honest with you. I noticed that. I think it's because of the update, so I think I gotta reset my Facebook for everyone who has me added there. So sorry about that. I will do that sometime next week. But yeah. This deck is very interesting. A lot of people are using the Royal Giant deck. Very strong in the meta. And I wouldn't necessarily... It's hard to even say that it's like a super hard deck to use. It's a high skill deck. But I think the reason you see a lot of people using it is because it leaves a lot of opportunity to outplay bad matchups. Like, you can pretty much win any matchup with the deck, which is why you're going to see a lot of people using it on top ladder, even though, maybe it's not necessarily the highest skill deck in the game. People are just going to use it literally because they can outplay people. Yeah, I'm not going to play any live battles today, unless, like, there's no one to watch, but I'm assuming there will be people to watch. And also, I'm not going to stream until, like, exactly in the end of season. But to be honest with you, that actually might make for a better stream. Like, hard to really explain why. Well, I feel like, because a lot of times, like, the best players will actually push, like, a couple hours before the season ends, and then they'll only do 1 or 2 battles, like, in the last hour. So you actually watch like 5 hours before, you're actually going to see better gameplay. So this should be a pretty good live stream with some pretty good players. And I think the key thing here is just to figure out who is low, who's planning on pushing up, and we can watch their journey up. Like if Boss comes online, watch him. He'll probably push pretty high. Surge TS, I mean, he has a pretty good record on a ladder. Like, look at this. So online here, Payne Lucas. Honestly, he might be a good person to watch. He's new in CRL for the first time this year because he's finally 16. Ooh, wings. See, I think Sam went in a game. Ooh, Isaac with the $1 donation. Hey, I like the name, Isaac. It's a great name. Not sure how to pronounce the last name. Is it Favre? Favre? Probably. Pretty cool. Okay, Sam's using Royal Hogs here. I'm actually pretty interested to see what he's using. I think that I saw earlier he has Meganite. So this will be good. If you guys remember, in Season 1 of CRL, Sam was like the best Royal... Oh my gosh, he was insane at Royal Hogs. He literally destroyed everyone with Royal Hogs. Heka, like, it was another level. Now, people consider Air Surfer to be the best Royal Hogs player. But Air Surfer learned how to play Royal Hogs from XOPX Sam. So that's really interesting. He learned how to play it from Sam, and then he got even better at it than Sam. So, just a fun fact for everyone watching. Point being, Sam is really good at Royal Hogs. Definitely one of the best Royal Hogs players in the game. So we'll see how he plays this deck. Should be interesting. And look at that. He started with Royal Hogs first play. Oh, Andy's versus Morton. I didn't even notice. That's actually hilarious. The 2 people we've been watching. I'm not actually sure Morton's rank, but I think he's at, like, I think they're both around 7,700 / 7,600. I think Morton's a little higher. I think Morton's pretty close to 7,700 or 7,800, sorry. I could be wrong. I'm just kind of remembering that, like, subconsciously. So, yeah, it looks like Sam is kind of winning here. And it seems that the counter push Sam got just off of Morton playing his Royal Giant at the bridge really kind of messed it up. So maybe not the best Royal Giant by Morton. It's kind of hard to say. Oh, or maybe just a really good job by Sam punishing him. I wouldn't necessarily... The interesting thing is, with a deck like this, it kind of looks like on paper that Morton has, like, you know, a free win here because Royal Hogs and he has a quick fireball cycle. So, you know, he's just, like, how is he ever gonna Sam ever gonna break through? But fireball's not really a positive elixir trait, so you kind of have to look at almost like the other cards in the deck besides, like, what else does he have to defend Royal Hogs besides fireball? And, you know, I would argue, I still think this is honestly maybe a little bit in Morton's favor, but like, I don't know, I'm not even sure, to be honest, because how does Morton really stop Mega Knight? He doesn't really have good Mega Knight answers. And I think that's kind of the problem here. Went out the bridge again, you can kind of see, like, Morton, he needs to defend the Royal Hogs without the fireball, to be honest. He just hasn't quite had that happen yet. I'm not entirely sure why not. Power him, I try to get away with like a hunter log, and you see Sam's just playing Mega Knight the bridge because even though he has that fisherman, like fisherman dies in what, 3, 4 shots to Mega Knight, so it doesn't really last that long. Especially if you have counter pushing or supporting troops. And then if he gets past the fisherman, there's really nothing else. So this is, we'll see. We'll see if Morton can clutch up. It's looking like Sam's gonna win here. I feel like Morton maybe made one mistake here that's really cost him. You'd have to go and look back at the game to see what that mistake was, though. Okay, so is he... This could be game, like... Oh my gosh. Look at that fireball. You're seeing... Does he have fireball in cycle? No, he defends. Okay, Sam wins. That's a really nice log to finish off the game. That was a close one. That was a close one. I wouldn't necessarily say that Sam just like outplayed a hard counter per se, but I could definitely see it being in Morton's favor there. Yeah, you got it right. Surprised you don't remember me, haha. Oh no, I actually do remember you, Isaac. I do remember you DMing me. Yes, sir. I just wasn't sure because, you know, I didn't like I remember your name Isaac, but I didn't remember the last name. Yeah, I know who you're talking. I know for now. Hey, Zeus and Manuel Roman, you're... No. I wasn't asking for your input, Siri. Okay, I'm not... With the Mexican, $10. How's it going, Hey, Zeus? Nice to meet you. In the past, like, I don't know. When I was young and dumb, I would have... Never mind. Okay, so... Looks like Morton here versus Pandora. I actually kind of want to see how this matchup plays out. This is going to be Expo versus RG, which I personally think is really interesting, right? Because, like, you'd think that, you know, RG just hard counters Expo, but especially with the Knight, you're seeing so many people use Knight. The Knight's a huge advantage versus Expo or versus Royal Giant. You're going to see it's just going to come down to a spell cycle race. So it'll be interesting. I don't really even know who Pandora is. Like, is this dude even a good Expo player? I've never even heard of him. So we'll see if he's actually even good enough to outplay this matchup. I guess he's teaching if he's this high. Like, no way you're top 200 not being good at Expo. So what happens here? Sometimes you can be good at Expo, but like, and you can be good at certain matchups, but then not be good at like other matchups. So see, this one of the matchups he's good at. How is your college or school? Oh man, it's going good. You know. I'm really enjoying it, but I don't have as much free time as I would like. Like you're seeing, I'm not uploading all that frequently. I'm sticking to once a week right now. I'm the guy who watched the ads for you. Hey, I appreciate it. Dude, let me tell you, those sponsored videos, without those, like, I could not logically, like, I don't know, it wouldn't make sense to make videos. So I really appreciate you guys, like, not unsubbing from my channel for making, you know, sponsored videos and stuff. I watch all your P.E.K.K.A. Bridgepin videos. Helps me think about different plays when I'm focused. Keep it up, fam. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think of the next video I make is gonna be P.E.K.K.A. Bridgepin. I kind of realized I'm overdue for a P.E.K.K.A. video. I was actually gonna make one instead of the stream today, but then I realized it was end of season, so I decided to live stream instead. Yeah, I appreciate it, Michael. I enjoy P.E.K.K.A. like. I can honestly play that deck every single video. It's one of the most frustrating decks in the game to play, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I wouldn't even say it's my best deck necessarily. I just really enjoy playing it. There's a lot of opportunity for outplay. I kind of miss the days that arrows weren't a thing, though, because the Minions version, I actually like that way better than the Magic Archer version. It's just, yeah, that was, those were the days. That was my favorite meta for sure. I wouldn't mind an arrows nerf, just so that minions are back in the meta. How often do you work out? Oh my gosh. I like that question. I like talking about working out. Yeah, so I'm sure people find this interesting because I like hearing other people talk about what they do. I calculated it in the last 2 years. I've averaged like working out once every 4 days. So, you know, nothing crazy, not like ripped or anything, but I've gained like 10, 15 pounds of muscle since when you saw me start in CRL. Because I lost all my muscle. I broke my arm, broke this arm. I literally lost all my muscle. And it took me like 3 years to get back to where I was before. And now I'm actually stronger in some areas and then still weaker in the broken arm in other areas. So it looks like it's really interesting here that Morton is playing his Royal Giants in the back. Like, I guess because he's losing. I kind of didn't even pay attention to the game at all. But to be honest with you, there's probably not much to talk about. It's kind of a boring matchup. I wonder if they even played the way I was talking about. Like, did Pandora Fireball cycle him, or did he manage to outcycle his Royal Giant? I feel like you should never be able to outcycle the Royal Giant. I'm wondering if Morton was playing his Royal Giants in the back at the start of the game. That was probably a mistake on his part. So I'm curious, kind of curious what actually happened here. Yeah, this matchup is literally all about the Royal Giant cycle. But you can see, like, again, as I was saying earlier, I wouldn't say this is really Morton's matchup. I would almost dare to say it was the actual player's matchup. Like, just because of the Knight. High School? No. Then it's the Royal Giant player's matchup. But Knight kind of helps out the Expo quite a bit. But also, I don't think Morton is, like, as good as, for example, Boss Hay at this Royal Giant deck. Obviously, he's good at it just because he's a good player, but he's not quite as good, or he's probably not necessarily the best in, like, you know, literally the best in the world with this deck. You can kind of see it goes either way depending on how people play, and it looks like in this case Morton did not win, so I don't know if he played well or not. But yeah, I guess Pandora maybe played well. I don't know. Oh. Am I ignoring someone? This guy talks too much. Wow. Well, it is my live stream. Will you stream until end of season? No, I will not stream until end of season. I honestly didn't see your message. I was too busy watching the game and it won. Yeah, I haven't read every message in chat, unfortunately. So, oh, Moogie. What's up here? Whoa, is he actually playing this deck? Dude, seeing him play this deck makes me want to play. Like, this looks like such a fun deck to play. Okay. I think my best season where I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what best season was. It's been a while. It's probably been about a year since I've like seriously pushed. I kind of just like, well, no, I finished top 200 a couple times, but I would just like I didn't take it as seriously as I could have if I really wanted to finish high. But yeah, I finished like 20th a year ago or something. Ooh, Boss isn't. Let's watch some Boss. Why not? Even though he's playing the same deck. We'll try. We won't watch this deck all stream. Don't worry, guys. If you hate this deck, don't you worry. We'll stop watching this a little bit or later. But we might as well get a couple matchups in because it is quite interesting. And I think I don't know if the balance changes are out yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're nerfing Skeleton Dragons and Heal Spirit. Are they nerfing? I don't actually know, but I would expect at least some cards in this deck to be nerfed. At least some of them. Hopefully not killed, though. Hopefully not killed. Jack. Yeah, Boss is... I would agree that Boss is probably the best player with this deck. At least he's the one who's been finishing the highest with it. And he's really good at beatdown. That's the thing. So it's like, any meta beatdown deck, I don't know, man. I would maybe argue Boss is the best beatdown player. But I don't think he's as good at, like, Golem. I think he's really good at Giants and Royal Giant and, like, Goblin Giant Sparky. Lava Hound and Golem, like, he's okay, you know, but he's not quite the same level as, like, I want to say he's the best in the world with him, like he is with Royal Giant, Goblin Giants, and then normal giant, like giant miner. He does some really interesting moves that you just like. They're really out of the box plays that not a lot of people would think about. Let's see what he does here. I mean, he could definitely finish out this game. Does he have Barbarians in the cycle? Looks like he does not. The Heal Spirit doesn't do much. He's trying to just stun those Barbarians. But I think he actually might walk away with a win. Like, Fireball this. Give a Fireball. He needs to get down that Hunter. I think he wins. Yeah, he got the win. He got the dub there. That was really... It looks like he had his Barbarians out-cycled at the end there. Yeah, Moogie is online, but he's 11th in the world, so he's probably not gonna... I'll show you guys who Moogie is. Oh no, he is in game. Ooh, let's go. And we got the starts. Oh, versus Coco RX. I think, yeah, Coco RX didn't have a CRL team this season, but he was on Pain Gaming last season. And he's one of the best. He's not the best, but I'd put him in, like, at least top 10 Mortar players in the world. Maybe top 5. Like, it's kind of hard to say because there's quite a few good Mortar players. But yeah, I mean, out of the current Mortar players, he's definitely... he's one of the few who's actually stuck with it. So, you know, he's very good at Mortar. Like, there's really no question about it. He is up there. And let's see. So he plays a high? Oh, Coco RX isn't even playing Mortar. He's actually playing Wall Breakers. That isn't surprising because, you know, his main deck was... look at that. Well-placed Wall Breaker. It's really interesting to look at these games. I think it's actually harder to commentate them live. If you watch a really, like, high school or two really high-skill decks face each other, I actually prefer to look at the replays and kind of break down, like, how much Elixir, what their hand was, and why they made that decision at a certain point. So actually, I would argue that watching a matchup like this is a little bit worse live, but also more exciting live if you want to learn from it. So the thing is here, Musketeer, and this deck actually popped up like a couple, maybe a week ago. They took out the bats and they put in the Musketeer, or the way you could think about it is they took out the skeletons and put in the Spear Goblins. Whatever you want to think. Interesting there. They attacked at the same time. Who's winning here? So Moogie is currently in the lead, which is actually not surprising. He's mining on low elixir. Now that's an interesting move. Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? What do you guys think? I think he just knew he didn't have Night Cycle and he wasn't afraid of defense. That was the thought process. Trying to catch him low elixir. Oh, I like that Musketeer. That's a very smart play. He'll probably... Okay, notice how he actually wall breakers before he plays skeletons. He actually had the skeletons in cycle too. Like he didn't really have a good cycle there, so he arrows those. I almost feel like he could have... Maybe he didn't have Night in cycle. Playing a defensive Musketeer. That's interesting. Will this actually complete defense? No, it doesn't. Okay. Taking in those wall breakers. Making sure he has to spend 4 elixir to defend them. As opposed to just... Like if the miner isn't supporting, he spends 2 elixir. If the miner is supporting, he spends 4 elixir. So he's always wanting to make sure the miner is supporting in that situation. Musketeer is... Oh, thank you, Grace. I know, I am pretty cool. I appreciate it. Of course. Do you think Musketeer is OP or just a good... Hey, you're pretty cool too, Grace. Do you think Musketeer is OP or just a good card that is overused? I don't know. That's hard to say. I don't know if I'd say OP, you know, but it's definitely on the stronger than other cards. Could use a little nerf. Like, cause you have to think about it. It was good, like, what was it, 2 years ago when they like when they buffed it or something? Like, it's been a long time since that card's been good. So yeah, it could, and it would, yeah. What I'm saying is that it was good before the buff, so it would still be good if they nerfed it. It would still be good. Broken? Nah, I don't think so, but strong, yes. Looks like Moogie got the win here. I think those arrows really helped him. That's kind of what put Coco RX in trouble here, because it's like his wall breakers are never going to break through. You know, if Moogie had something else, then he probably would have... Coco RX probably would have got wall breakers through sometime, but that was just maybe a rough matchup for him. Who is Daniel? Okay, he is... I feel like this dude changed his name. Like, I don't think he's always been named... Maybe he was like named Storm. Yeah, was he Storm Daniel for a while? I don't know. I think all the storm guys disappeared, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see what Air Surfer's up to. Check this out. Let's check this out. Wait, is this this is top ladder? Okay. I feel like did the guy on the top like change his name? I remember there was a guy who used this deck, but yeah, I'm very actually curious to see who wins this. Like, I don't know, you look at the top guy's deck and you think it's horrible, but that could hit? I don't know if that got hit. I don't think it got hit, actually. Gavin has inside information. Hold the phone. What did he say? It's no, just a good card, not broken. Musk hasn't been touched for a year. Here's fine. Helo Spirit, 9%. Musketeer attack. Oh, people are saying Musketeer's getting nerfed. Rogue Ghost is getting a hovering mechanic. We'll see. We'll see. I honestly haven't been keeping up with the news, so I don't know what I am and am not allowed to say. Moogie has a run 80. Oh yeah, Moogie, the guy we just watched, playing Mortar Arrows, he is absolutely dominating in CRL East. If you guys only watch CRL West, give CRL East a view. It's actually really interesting. There's some really good players there. I would say maybe the competition level is a little bit lower than CRL West, like overall, but there's some players in East who just like are next level. Maybe on average it's worse, but it's like, you know, their best players are just as good, if not better, than the CRL West players. So there's some really interesting matches there. How come pros aren't getting the amount of wins in global tournaments as they used to? Oh, they changed the rules for global tournaments. Used to be different. That's why. What did they change? I honestly don't even remember. I think they changed. Oh yeah, they changed it so that matchmaking is actually based off of how high you are. Like you match other people within 1 to 2 to 0 wins of where you're at. It used to be you could just match anyone in the entire game. That's why they used to get so many wins. Did you guys see that giant skeleton? Does Valk get a hit? No, it doesn't. He like pushed the miner off the tower. That was pretty impressive. Big dude. We'll see. What? Look at that. Why is he even playing that? Oh, I know why he's playing that wizard there. He's trying to like predict, and that's actually a really interesting play. Very smart play. He's actually trying to predict like bats or skeletons. I mean, you can see it's a little bit too late, you know. Maybe not the best matchup for Xavi, but he's definitely... He's good at that deck. He's good at that deck. Really nothing else to say, but that's also probably the only deck he's good at. Ian Lucas is he's playing this. What's Sam using now? Still using? Watch the same game. Ah, we already saw this matchup. We don't want to see this again. Well, maybe we'll come back to it. Let's see what else is happening here. Jack? With the, okay. Oh, sure about that. Boss. Oh, boss is kind of low. Maybe we will watch, yeah. We'll just watch Sam for now. He is very high in ladder. And we honestly didn't miss much. You can kind of see here, Toasty hasn't even attacked yet, so it's kind of just been like defense the whole game, which I honestly think is a way to play it. It's honestly, like, how do you even get that much damage? Is that all log chip damage? Here he goes though, he finally gets on the Royal Giant. Waited till double elixir to play it, which I definitely applaud him for. I think that's the right move in this matchup. Let's actually start paying attention here to what's happening. The Fisherman in the back. The Ultimate Dragon's high, okay, to get down the DPS. Also, notice how, I actually really like the play. Notice how Sam played his Meg Knight in the corner, and this is something not a lot of people talk about. Playing your troop in the corner makes it walk faster. So if you were to play it in the back behind the King Tower, then RG gets a lot of damage from the tower, whereas it still gets a lot of damage from the tower, but, you know, it's a little bit less damage on the tower. A little bit less. I think Sam was hoping he was up Elixir there, but then didn't really work out. You can see that Toasty's actually able to win here. He actually has a little bit... Oh, hold up. No, if that died, then Sam maybe could have won. Oh, and he pulls the King Tower. He just destroyed him. Yeah, he actually has a Lecture Wizard, which... that help him? Honestly, it probably does help him because it's a little bit better versus the Royal Hogs than the Skeleton Dragons are. As you get that stun effect, you can just Lecture Wizard Log or Lecture Wizard Skeleton. Yeah, Vulcan, what did you think of the update? Oh my gosh. I mean, here's the weird thing about me. I like don't care about video games anymore. Like I really don't. I don't really care about new updates. I'm kind of into like I'm more interested in like working in the real world and like earning money and stuff. I still play Clash Royale just because it's like literally one of the few games that I'll still play. I'll play Clash Royale. I actually tried recording a video on Among Us, and I'm not even sure if I like it, to be honest with you. I played with like some other YouTubers. KFC's gonna make a video out of it, and so yeah, I wasn't a fan of the update. I don't know. I'd be curious to know like what I would think of it like 3 years ago when I was really like into video games a lot. Like I was just playing so much. Or even like 4 or 5 years ago. Like if I was still in high school and I had like a lot of free time, I'd be curious to know what I think about it. But yeah, I think the popular feedback is that a little bit of a flop. I don't like it too much. I just don't, honestly, I don't really like Clan Wars in the sense that you have to play every day. Like, I don't want to play the game every day. I want to take breaks, you know? That's just my opinion. I guess you don't have to play, and then that's the weird thing with this update. It's like, you don't have to play every day. It's almost like there's nothing to do. I think it just needs more content. It needs to be more hype, like better rewards, more competitive, tournament standard, like that would make me happy. Ooh, Vulcan finally acknowledged my existence. Hey, nice haircut, bro. Thank you, Tree. Matthew, Lemon Tree is best. Is he actually best in A? I don't think he is. No, I'm pretty sure he's different. Moogie's not bad. No, 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 no. We don't insult Moogie in this house. That gets a timeout. Moogie's okay. Let's see. Dr. X is winning this. Which is honestly surprising. Dude, I'm wondering, like, why even play the cannon in that position? Why even give him the Is that actually full? Dude, that fully counters? Dang. Why give him the opportunity to firebolt the cannon? I would argue that you want to put the cannon one tile higher, but I don't know. I mean, this Dr. X guy is probably better at this deck than me. How did that not get a hit? Look at that Morton bridge spamming the... Dude, no way those get to the tower. Okay, Dr. X wins. These people bridge spamming their Skeleton Dragons. I saw a match in CRL. The dude, like, bridge spammed Rage Skeleton Dragons, and they got to the tower and, like, finished it. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. They're not supposed to be an offensive card. They're supposed to be a defensive card. Make a workout video? Nah, man, I'm not good enough at working out, unfortunately. I would just embarrass myself if I made a workout video. I have a runner's body. That's the thing. If anything, I should make a running video. All I would be able to say is I'm naturally good at running and suck at working out. Why did dude? I don't know what happened to Lemon Tree. He just kind of disappeared off the face of planet Earth. I think he like got frustrated and fed up with the game or something. Not really. I mean, he still plays the game, but I think he got tired of playing 2.9, which is fair. Let me tell you, that dude, he made a lot of money off of playing 2.9. Like, if his channel was monetized, he got so many views. It kind of made me want to get good at 2.9 and just make videos. Like, he probably made more money than me just by uploading videos with no commentary, just because people like it so much. It's kind of funny. What do you? Oh yeah, Electric Dragon's coming out. I kind of forgot about that. I like it, honestly. I have no complaints. Like, it looks like a really cool card. I like the concept. It's creative. Hard counters Expo, hard counters Mortar. Looks good to me. I have no complaints about Electro Giant. I haven't tried it out yet. I actually haven't. I've only watched like their trailer for it, so I haven't actually done a test run. But actually, yeah, I was gonna say P.E.K.K.A is gonna be my next video. But probably Electro Giant will be my next video. Maybe P.E.K.K.A will be the third video, and then they're also coming out with Rage Spirit or something like that. No, Electro Spirit. That'll be interesting. I don't even know what that means. Kind of. What is an elect? That sounds exactly like an Ice Spirit. Like, I'm very curious. What does an Electro Spirit do? I don't think. Maybe it's a Rage Spirit, but pretty sure it's Electro Spirit from what I've heard. How far? I didn't play the Gold Train. To be honest, I kind of forgot about it, but also I didn't have time to play it. I actually went back and visited my family this weekend, so I kind of like took 2 days off, I guess is the way you look at it. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind homework right now. A little bit. That's why I'm streaming for 3 hours instead of 5. Vulkan is low-key flexing. Oh man. And even if I was, like, this camera makes my arm look so small. That's my excuse. My arm's actually bigger in real life. It's like a boulder, dude. You see it. It's crazy. Oh. What in the world is Hakim saying? Yeah, I actually do have access to dev build, but I'm just like, I could play it on a dev build, or I could just wait a couple days and play it in the game, you know. Takes less time. I think it's better content anyway. If I was like really trying to make this thing my life, I would probably play on the dev build, but I'm just doing this for fun at this point and to earn a little bit of money. Happy to see Vulkan close to my trophy range. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did not push too much to see. I pushed a little bit. I almost hit 7K. But yeah. We're not going to be pushing until winter break. As soon as winter break is out, I might go. I'll probably try to record like a never one in the world video. As long as people are still watching Clash Royale, I'll keep playing. Wait, why are we watching Morton again versus this matchup? You know what? Let's actually watch here and see what happens. Why not? And then we'll stop watching Morton. We'll try to watch someone else. Be the last Morton game for now. Okay, so he's deciding to attack. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if attacking is even the right play. I would argue that Fireball cycling is the right play. I really would. And then I see someone saying, do you think B-Rat is good? Yeah, I think B-Rat is good. I don't think he tries to be good, though. That's the thing. I think he actually could be better than he is. Obviously, he wasn't the best player in CRL. But I would argue if he spent less time making content and more time practicing, you know, he'd be better. But then, you can't really blame him because his YouTube channel is doing so well. Like, he has more subscribers than me, so he just focused on different things than some players. And that's really all it is. It's just like, whoever's the best is whoever plays the most. And then, you know, obviously there's natural talent in it, but like, I'm telling you right now, the best players play the game a lot. Like, they didn't get good on accident. They didn't get good by luck. That's what I think about just about everything in life. It's just like, you're good at what you spend time learning. So Morton, he keeps playing this. I don't know if I really don't like that play. I would say just Fireball Cycle. Seriously, like, literally just Fireball the tower. I'm pretty sure that's what Boss Hay would do. Then you can't really get rid of this Expo. You wanna, whenever he plays defensive Expos, you wanna use Royal Giant to kill the defensive Expo. And you just wanna Fireball Cycle the tower. And you hope to finish it off later, so we'll see if Morton wins, but I'm guessing if he lost the last game, he's probably gonna lose this one also doing this strategy. But we'll see. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll get lucky. He needs to, oh man, he needs a Royal Giant right on top of that. You gotta get that Expo off the field. It's not often that I like look at these dudes and like not playing too well, but I really, yeah, I really do believe he could play this matchup different and win. And you didn't need that Hunter overcommit. Oh, he is winning! Wait, how did you get so much damage on the right side? What even happens? You gonna win this? He choked. No. No. At least I don't look like dumb saying that Morton was gonna lose or was gonna win. Whatever I was saying. That's unfortunate for Morton. Ooh, wait. I feel like I know who this is, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Sam's in the game. Do we want to watch Sam? I don't know, man. I feel like everybody's using like Heal Spirit this season, so maybe all we're gonna get is Heal Spirit games. Hey. Well, that game's over. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he lagged out or what. Yeah, we'll mod you, Isaac. I know who you are. Yeah, I think there were some people I was gonna mod and I kind of just forgot about it, so I'm sorry if I forgot about it. At this point, you're gonna have to message me again because I got messaged way too many times. Probably lost some messages. Wings is also using Royal Giant. Maybe he's facing an opponent who isn't though. Let's see here. Hold up, is this Igor? Isn't this Igor? Let's watch this because I think this is Igor. Pretty sure he changed his name. Random game a couple of seasons ago. Kind of forgot about that, to be honest. I'm curious what happens here. It looks like a really hard counter for Igor, to be honest with you. Again, Igor being random name. He did not need those skeletons. But also it's only one elixir, so it's not that big of a deal. Look at that, bridge spamming the skeleton dragons. What a good play. Actually misses a hunter, but it probably won't matter in this situation. Yeah, is Drupal's Andrew guy? I think that's right. I think it is. For a second, I thought it was the developer or the community manager, Drew. But yeah, I don't have him added on my friends list. I think. And then Rich Layton his name is this thing on? Making a joke like he doesn't understand technology or something. Should we watch an Andrew Guy game? That would be pretty entertaining. Hey, I appreciate it, Isaac. Mods are helpful. I don't have to, you know, delete as many messages myself. Hey Vulkan, what's your thoughts on the balance changes? I think I talked about it already. Did CRL East leak it on Twitter? Yeah, well I saw what someone wrote in chat. Musketeer nerf, okay, I approve. Skeleton Dragons nerf, I approve. Field Split nerf, I approve. I didn't see what the nerfs were though. I don't know how much of a nerf. It's like Wings won. How did he win that matchup? Kind of looked like a snipe from you. Well played. Boss, how high is he ranked? Check out Sam. He's higher than Morton right now. Versus Basoto. No, Bancito. You want to watch this? Then we've already seen this matchup like twice. What am I talking about? Oh, I got you, James. Got you. Now I'm not just modding everyone. I'm modding some people I actually know. So yeah, just so you know, just so not everyone in the world, you know, has to be mod. Who is Morton facing? Let's see. Oh, what the heck? How is he this high with this deck? I've faced this guy before. Deck, what is his name? Deco. Look at that, Royal Giant into the Fisherman. I mean, that's a smart play. Like, gonna win this? Really? Really about to win? And he uses a Fireball. Would think that he could have defended that for cheaper elixir than Fireball. And it's looking like I think what Go does is Royal Giants to bridge, and then Skeleton Army breaks the middle for the Fisherman. No, he doesn't have Skeleton Army cycle. So if you Royal Giants and Morton really needs to pull together lane with the Fisherman, and I think you can actually do it. Like down 3. No, he's gonna lumberjack the middle. Yeah, okay. I was like, I think Arrows, yeah, Arrows finishes that. So, good game. Maybe well played. I got no clue. Well, I well played at the end, at least by Deco, and not choking. A lot of people would actually mess that up. You gotta always be ready for that fisherman. Wasn't much Morton could do at that point. Obviously, we missed the start. Who's boss playing? I don't know if we looked. He's in a new game. Let's watch the boss play again. Even though he's not that high, if nothing else, just because he's really good at this deck. Can you stream? I cannot stream every week right now. My school ends November 25th, so we'll see what ends up happening there. I would assume I'll have more time after that, unless like I don't know, I find something else to do, a better way to spend my time. But I would assume I'm gonna have more time then. Yeah, my Facebook's broken right now, but I'll fix it before I upload my next video, or before I play Clash Royale next. It's not as simple as just connecting it, because I like connected on another device, and then like I connected on a device I don't use, so it takes a little bit of time to set up. I'll get to it. Just messed up because of the update. Oh, Yasuo and Morton are the only players I remember that constantly plays high. There's definitely more. There's definitely more. It really depends who pushes. Like, different people are always pushing. You know, Sam's always going to finish high if he actually decides to push. Like, Air Surfer's always going to finish top 20 if he decides to push. Like, so many people. Moogie always finishes high. Igor's always going to finish high if he plays seriously. Wapakati probably will too. Like, it really just depends. Yeah, Morton does always finish high. Oh, Yasuo, I'd argue, doesn't always finish high, too. College is going well, thank you. Great. Hey, if anyone has an internship for industrial engineering, hit me up, you know, because I got to get one of those in the next 2 years. The school's going well. How long will you stream for today? I'm going to stream for 2 more hours. And then I got to get some sleep. Or I'll be a zombie tomorrow, which will not be good. Boss got tilted? Okay, I actually probably reach out a little bit more than I should in these streams. Because these games are really good. Like, I need to commentate on them. Oh, and that's breaking through. But boss is still in this. He can probably finish off the real giant. He just needs to have that log ready. Is Zeus gonna try to like prediction skeleton army or something? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, he doesn't even log. He actually plays skeleton rings. That's interesting. The heck is that rocket? Not too sure what that was all about. They'll probably golem here, right? I feel like that would be good golem. Yeah, he does. So he really needs a hunter to turn around, or he's gonna be in trouble. Does turn around, so he's not in trouble. But then, how is he gonna? He needs to cycle with another hunter. Okay, he pulls it. Fireball. Oh, that was a really good defense. Unfortunately, a bad hunter. It was kind of a panic hunter. I think he was almost thinking like Zeus could maybe zap it or arrows it or something. But obviously Zeus doesn't have a zap or arrows. But sometimes in the moment you panic and get afraid, because a lot of people would have a zap or arrows. Let's see, how is he gonna stop the execution? He needs to get cycle of skeletons. Yeah, he gets down the skeletons. Should have another hunter in cycle, but he can just fireball. Hopefully. Oh, that was really close. Not have elixir for a real giant. Now he'll play it on the right side, probably. Yeah. So he spaces out his troop, gives executioner as little value as possible. I don't really understand how Zeus's deck works. Like, I've seen this deck before. It doesn't really make sense though. Like, he has an executioner but no tornado. The only deck in the game that would ever work with that. It looks like boss is gonna win. Okay, good. Good. Dude. I personally get really frustrated when I'm using like a meta deck and I face some weird, you know, golem first play deck like Zeus has and then I lose. I'm just like, that was kind of unfortunate, you know. It's kind of tilting. Happy that boss won that. I don't even mind off meta decks, but it's just like how they play the off meta decks that's annoying. at least. Oh my goodness, did we even watch this? Dude, every match we got into, we've seen Roll Giant. It's like ridiculous. I think we just can't escape it, so I think we're just gonna watch it. Show Royal Hogs recruits deck 3.9 lecture. Yeah, dude, I was thinking about playing that deck, but the last time I made a Royal Hogs video, or I made a Royal Recruits video with Balloon, it didn't really get that many views compared to the rest of my videos, so I was kind of disappointed, which is why I decided not to record Royal Hogs Recruits video. But I personally like the deck. For some people, I don't know if it was my thumbnail, my video title, maybe it was just a bad time of day to post it. You know, I always post on the same time though. But I'm not actually sure why people didn't like that as much. Something went wrong there. But yeah, it kind of demotivated me to make another Royal Recruits video. I'm sad for... Did Oyasu tilt? Is that what's happening here? People are sad for Oyasu. Watch... Oh, I could watch Lucas. What is he... No, I think I looked and he's using like... Lava clone or something. Maybe that was Jack. I don't even know. There's actually going to be a couple seconds here. Let's check real quick. Not much will happen in these seconds. See what Lucas uses. Just because I'm... Oh, he's using that. Never mind. I was thinking... We'll finish this game, then we'll check out Lucas. I actually do really like watching Lucas play. He's his play style is unique. And he's really successful with it, so it's really interesting to see. You use Musketeer instead of Ice Wizard in Anaban's deck? Not really. I mean, you probably would almost want to put in like Fisherman instead of Tornado or something at that point. You're going to add a Musketeer. I would definitely prefer the Ice Wizard. You could use it. Maybe even use like Archers would actually be better. Like, if you're not max or whatever and you're just trying to push with your highest level troops, yeah, go for it. Use Musketeer, but obviously Ice Wizard is going to be better. I want to see the Goblin Cage Musketeer version of this RG deck. Yeah, that's true. Why is nobody using that version? It was, I don't know, it was pretty popular in CRL. Like, I don't know what matchups change. I use Code Vulkan in Brawl Stars. Dude, you're a legend. I literally haven't played Brawl Stars once. Because it came out when I was in CRL and I was just like, oh no. Wait, no, this is good. Sam wins. I like both of them, but Sam's on my team, so you know, you gotta root for Sam. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I never got a chance to play Brawl Stars because when it came out, I was in CRL, so obviously I was focusing all of my time in CRL. Looks like a fun game. I always wish I got into it because the views people are pulling in Brawl Stars are kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Ooh, this is gonna be... Never mind. Not who I thought it would. Oh yeah, we were gonna watch Lucas. Let's see what he's up to. Hopefully just started. Nope. We'll go ahead and wait for his neck. Wait, here's his page? Nice, he's literally versus the guy I was just looking at. I thought Paige was a P.E.K.K.A player, but looks like maybe he's not using P.E.K.K.A this season. I don't know. Maybe he's just pushing up the deck other than P.E.K.K.A. Where's Anavan? Yeah, Anavan's not in CRL anymore. I think it's because, like, I mean, I don't know the reason. I'm just making this up. But from what I saw on Twitter, he had, like, some mental health issues or something. I don't know. But he's not on the team anymore. That was, like, literally all I know about it. All I know is that he had, like, a meltdown or something sometime in the season. And then that's all I know. Then next thing I know, he's not on the team anymore the next season. So yeah, I don't know if he still plays the game or not. Not too sure. Oh, Moogie's okay. We were gonna watch Lucas, but no, Moogie's in the game. You gotta see this. Get a drink too while we're starting out. The memes that come out of this are immeasurable. They're so good. Oh, Sam versus Moogie too. What do you know? What do you know? Everyone on my friends list is playing each other. I just got Brawl Stars and it's really fun. Maybe you should make a plan. Oh man. I kind of have a rule of thumb. Because I actually prefer watching video games and playing them, believe it or not. Clash Royale is one of the few games that I actually got into playing. I even got good at Clash Royale by watching it. Like half the time I have on this game is literally just watching other pros play. And not every pro is like that too. Like some pros just got good at it by playing a lot, but I played a lot and I watched it a lot. I have a YouTube channel on it. Anavan was just streaming. Okay, so it's like Anavan does not quit the game. Good to hear. Even though I'm not the biggest Anavan fan in the world, you know. I don't hate the guy. So, who's Matt? Yeah, this is 100% Moogie's matchup. Like, let's see what... I say we watch this from XOPX Sam's perspective and see what happens here. So he is getting a little bit of damage through. Real Hogster looks like he outcycled the fireball maybe. The Moogie chose to go with arrows instead. Fisherman in the back. So is he gonna watch where he plays his Mega Knight? Okay, so he does play his Mega Knight. That's the key takeaway. Looks like sacrificed a little bit of damage since he spent the 7 elixir on the Mega Knight. Otherwise, he probably would have fully defended that. But he's like, oh, he's got to commit to his offense at this point, you know? And Moogie kind of plays the Musketeer in a good... Yeah, he's not going to activate King Char at this point. That's another way to win this matchup. If you're Moogie, you can just activate King Tower, Moogie being the bottom guy. I don't know if I need to say that. Like, I don't know how many of you guys know who Moogie is. Just in case you tuned in and you don't know who he is, Moogie is the bottom guy. Okay, so he's going all in. Oh, just... Yeah, since he played the Mega Knight. That's the thing. It's like, I think Sam is trying to build a big push and punish. I see the thought process, but it's just not going to work. And, well, does he... arrows? Oh, you see he... Okay. Is he not a skeletons in cycle? Like, what's happening here? Well, you see that Sam is still behind, although he has an elixir advantage, so... Royal Hogs here? No, he doesn't. Oh, there we go. The Discord channel automatic notifications going off. I think it's automatic. Dude, is Sam about to win this? Sam wins. If he can get down a fireball log, he wins. Oh. Come on, Sam. Let's go, Sam. Sam beating the hard counter. It worked. Yeah, so the key takeaway there is that normally you think in that matchup, you gotta save your Mega Knight for defense, counter push. Then Moogie's just gonna outplay you. So in a way, like, he kind of took a risk playing the Mega Knight in the back, thinking he's assuming that if he just tries to play defense and play it like almost the smart way the whole game, he's gonna lose. So he almost, like, in a way, he went for the tower trade. Well, obviously he's not gonna tower trade because wall breakers aren't gonna completely take your tower, but he took some damage, assuming that the matchup was bad and that was his only real hope at winning. Hopefully that makes sense. So well played to Sam. You hate to see either of these guys losing because I'm a big fan of both of them, but someone's got to lose in the end of the day. Gotta happen. So what air surfer using? He's using. Oh, we're gonna watch Lucas. See if Lucas is in the game here. Is Lucas even online? I don't know. I don't think so actually. But Moogie's in other games, so let's go watch him. Versus, what does Thomas use again? I remember Thomas, but I don't remember what I remember him for. It looks like... Oh, yeah, he always played Royal Hogs. That's right. That was a terrible fireball. Oh my gosh. Because I had a bad cycle. I think he was trying to hit the Musketeer or something. You can see that really did not work out well for him. He should not be losing these matchups. Not be losing. Like, this is kind of like he should have been playing a defensive mortar there. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think the arrows make the cycle awkward is a problem for Moogie here, but still. Also, I don't. I want to say Moogie's the best mortar player in the world. He's good at mortar, but it's definitely not his best deck, and he's not the best at it. Who is the best at it? You know, obviously Igor and Lapokati. Those are the best mortar players. I'm not saying he's bad at it. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying he's bad at it. The real question is, how is he go high with it? The same thing happened a couple of seasons ago. I think he was using a very similar deck to this. I saw him, it might have even been this exact deck. I saw him high with mortar, and then I was watching these games, and I was like, I feel like he's not even playing that well. He's like top 20 in the world. It's like, how did he get to top 20 in the world in the first place? Use a different deck and switch to this? I don't know. Maybe he just was out playing the opponents who are a little bit worse, and then opponents who are a little bit better, he wasn't quite getting there. Maybe he's not even playing that bad. It's hard to say without actually playing the deck. That's an interesting night, to say the least. Knighted at the bridge by itself? I mean, he was ahead on Elixir, so I guess I see why he did it, but... Yeah, this is Moogie. It's always also interesting to see how these Royal Recruits players play their deck. I personally don't have that much game time in Royal Recruits. I made a big mistake in season, what was it, 2 of CRL? 3? Yeah, 3. I don't know. I don't know if I was like self-righteous, if that's the right word. I feel like that almost is the right word. I didn't want to play the new Royal Recruits. I didn't want to play Fishermen. I hated them. I kind of just hated the game in general at that point. Like, I didn't like all the new cards being added. So I should have practiced this deck more and got better at Royal Recruits and Fishermen. But I kind of just like, oh, and also like, the clone Giant Skeleton. Like, I hated that deck. I didn't want to play it, and that's kind of what. So then I was predictable because I played all the decks that I was known to be good at when I should have been learning new decks. That's just kind of a fun backstory. One of the things that brought down my win rate. 3. I went from having top 4 win rate 2 seasons in a row to being like bottom like 5 or something. Like, it was pretty bad. No, actually I brought it back up. Brought it back up to 50% when I started like playing decks that I should have been playing at the start of the season to get not only playing decks that I was known to be good at. So this is a Royal Hugs Mirror match. Moonlight trying to go for the King Tower activation. Is he? No, he's not. Oh, he lost. What is Moonlight's deck? Oh, this is probably Osama, and he's playing 3M. And he is kind of hard countered by Sam here. Sam has Fireball and Mega Knight. Like, that's pretty rough. Yeah, we're not even going to finish watching this. That is the definition of a hard matchup. You know, I want to say that every... Oh, what's happening here? Check this out. I want to say every Mega Knight deck is hard counter to 3M, but that particular variation, yeah, that's pretty hard. What does Moogie's name mean? I don't know. Don't ask me. I just know that's the translation to English. I think he's Japanese. Maybe Korean, but I think he's Japanese. Name means stronger. Apparently, someone said. Final cake. Whoa! What is Marinho using here? Oh, I think I saw this is like the new. I think I saw some people using this in CRL or maybe on ladder. I don't know. Some people somewhere. It's like the new cannon cart variation. I actually made a video like on a deck similar to this a couple seasons ago. Who is pushing Moonlight? I would assume it's Osama because he's using 3M, but it could not be. I mean, that's just a guess. Just by looking at the deck, I would think it's Osama. I could be wrong again. Going with the arrows and going with the Heal Spirit. That's the thing, is I always find it questionable when the arrows that early. It's like, what are you really accomplishing? You know, it's not going to kill it. Why not just delay the arrows? But obviously your 10 elixir makes sense. Defensive mortars. I mean, that's what's going to happen here. You're just going to see a lot of defensive mortars. because we're going to get a positive elixir trade versus the barb hut, whereas anything else just gets fireballed off the field. Okay, he does actually hit. I was kind of questioning if he's going to actually hit that fireball. Cannon cart is definitely smart here. Do you have another cannon cart for the left side? No, he musketeers instead. Okay. Ooh, unfortunate for Marion Ho that his cannon cart crossed the bridge. You'd kind of hope that it wouldn't. Morton switched. Yeah, Morton did switch decks here. People are going to complain in the comment section afterwards that I need to fix my posture. People were complaining about that in one of my videos. Fun fact, the reason I actually have bad posture sometimes, like, look at this. See this? Yeah, this shoulder's lower. I have scoliosis. So, like, one of my shoulders sits lower than the other shoulder. That's just a fun fact. So it's actually, like, almost in a weird way better posture for me to, like, sit like this sometimes. Because my shoulder is not made like a normal person's shoulder. I don't know the science behind that, but it seems to be working out for me. I don't have back problems, so... And I sit like this quite a bit. Morton's just spamming the bar bus. He's playing them on both sides, like, trying to... Oh, that's interesting. Well, I think he... No, which one... Why do you believe that one on the right side? I think it's maybe just to avoid, like, having the cannon cart stay on the other side of the bridge for, like, an infinite amount of time, you know? Or having a musketeer stay an infinite amount of time, so he just pushes it so that their support troops or their ranged troops don't get too much value. But I'm guessing he's going through his head. This is a good opportunity to Graveyard. He does not have a lot of elixir. He has a cannon cart on the right side. I don't know if those arrows were really necessary, but they did damage the musketeers, so I definitely can see the thought process. Does he lock? No, he doesn't lock on the tower on that side. He's gonna need a fireball probably. No, he gets down Mortar, but it doesn't pull one of the Royal Hogs. Not that he could have avoided it. He would have had to play it in like a cannon position. Gonna need to fireball that. Yep, he does. Probably need to arrows because doesn't have anything else to play. That's the one thing. He has to, Marion Ho has to overcommit every time with the... but yeah, he wins. He has to spend like 7 elixir to kill the Royal Hog's Field Spirit. Whereas Morton only has to spend 6 elixir, but like it doesn't matter. Still wins. I have scoliosis too. that's funny. Oh man. The scoliosis sounds like a terrible disease, like terrible thing, but it really doesn't affect anything. It just means my spine is like a tiny bit curved. I don't have it that bad. Ooh. Probably needs to fireball that. Yeah, he does. Okay, I was like, I probably would fireball that, so glad to see that he has the same thought process as me. It should have more likes. You're showing the best players in the game. It's appreciated. Missing you in CRL. Kicked butt for a while. Thank you, Jack. Oh man, I kind of miss me in CRL too. I really did enjoy it. Like the thing for me was just that it affected my like mental health negatively. Like I hate to be one of those people complaining about my mental health, but like it really did. Like I just could not deal with the stress and then not having a life outside of Clash Royale. Like that's the reason I quit. But yeah, dude, those were the days. Those days. It's cool to look back on it and see like the gameplay and stuff. I really did enjoy the strategy. I enjoyed practicing. It was just like it's almost weird. It's like you spend all week practicing, and then on game day, it almost feels like taking a test to like everything you practice for is coming to play. What's happening here? Boss is really... I guess it's going to be really hard for him to actually break through at this point. Because he can always get down, like, a bar putt. He doesn't even play it in this case. He's just going to tornado, probably? No, he doesn't. He takes a hit. Why would he not tornado that? Fireball? No, he missed. Come on, boss. You hate to see boss lose this. You hate to see it, because, you know, who wants Igor to win? Probably the Igor player doesn't even want Igor to win. He knows it's toxic, and he's just accepted it. If you guys haven't watched, I just think most of you have watched it, but if you haven't watched KFC's Day in the Life with Igor video, pretty funny. You guys gotta watch that. One boss. Don't get down the tornado. Ooh, let's go. Tornado wasn't quite enough. Go. Turn delay is 41 seconds. Nah. Oh, it's not really that I hate to be complaining about mental health. It's more like I hate to be complaining about life in general. Because, like, if you really think about it, you know, just living in America, you're pretty blessed. So, it's like I had it pretty good, you know. I was earning, like, a decent amount of money. It wasn't even that I wasn't really even earning that much money from it. But it's like, I got to save all the money I earned. Because, like, they, like, paid for my housing and food. So, I technically had a pretty good deal on paper. But in reality, it wasn't as good as you would think. Damn, I wonder who I'm guessing Sakura is like some, I don't know, I've never heard of him before. So you almost wonder if this is some CRL player who's like really good playing on the account. If he's this high, maybe he's just some genuinely good player who I've never heard of before. I don't know. Could be like also be like an Asian, or not Asian, a Chinese player. Because I know that they have a lot of accounts that I don't know who's like on them and stuff. Oh, that activates King Tower, right? Dude, the accidental King Tower activation, that is insane. And the reason I say accidental is because he played that before the miner came down. Mega Knight Bait, my main, is struggling in the meta right now. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Why is it struggling? Oh, probably because of Skeleton Dragons. Replacing the bomb tower. So Sam, it seems like he's just trying to get down as many fishermen and Mega Knights as possible, because he doesn't necessarily need them on defense. I think we actually saw this matchup earlier, either that or similar. Did we see this matchup? I don't know. We either saw this matchup, yeah, again, or a similar matchup. He, yep, has something to stop the Musketeer. He's gonna need a... No, he's Mega Knight. I was gonna say need a log, but no, he doesn't. Sam is winning this pretty easily. I like Sam's deck. Like, it looks like it would be a good deck. This seems like a deck that I would make and then it wouldn't work or something, and then I would just give up on playing it. But, like, I approve. I wonder how it would do versus Lava Hounds. That would probably be a questionable matchup. Seems like Lava Hound's not too meta this season. And notice how often Sam is playing the Mega Knight in the back. He really likes his Mega Knights in the back. And it seems like it's working out pretty well for him. So does he have something to get down? Yeah, I think Sam wins this. Well, no, he played his miner in the wrong position, so it splashed the Musketeer once. No, Sakura here still has a chance. Can't play miner yet because the fisherman's still in range. Gotta be careful about that. He maybe needs the fireball. My goodness. He tried to go for the win. Looks like it's not gonna work out. There we go. GG to Sam. Dylan Morrison with the keep up the great videos, bro. Thank you, Dylan. I think I saw you in the chat before. We'll see you donating. Appreciate it. And the encouragement is nice because sometimes I'm just like, dude, sometimes I upload my videos and I'm like, and it'll say like in the analytics or whatever, your video didn't get like any views compared to usual, or it's doing bad compared to usual. But then I look at it like a week later and it like will have like 50,000 views. So there's always sometimes I get discouraged and I'm like, dang, and nobody cares about my channel anymore. And then I look at it, I'm like, wait a second, people do actually care. Just because people didn't watch it on the first day or something. It's just kind of funny sometimes. He's gonna maybe need to overcommit. Yeah, he has to hold up. I don't. Okay. Without the knockback, that skeleton dragon is a little bit more damage than usual. And Morton gonna lose this. I feel like I don't even. Interesting to see that Morton never used cannon card in that matchup. He like he could have snuck it in at some point in that game. Although he doesn't have yeah, he has a variation, he doesn't have bats, so that was definitely a hard counter. Vulkan, you look like an old man. Hey, that's not nice. You look like an old man. I look like a young man. That is a good point, Jack. That is a good point. I think everyone goes through problems, no matter how you look at it. Just different types. They say that, what do they say? Pain is relative or something? Like, I don't know, there's... Okay, I'm not quoting it right, but there's some saying that I thought was really interesting. Okay, well, it looks like Moogie or Bad Bunny just gave up there. What time is it? Oh, we still got 2 hours. Okay, time's going well. Liking this. Feeling like we're getting a lot in this stream. Sam, I mean, we're watching Sam a lot, but he is quite high in the world. So like, yeah. Bait Royale. Hey, just curious if you have access to the dev build of the game. If so, have you messed around with the new cards? Love your videos. Keep posting. I do have access. I would just like show it right now, but we're not allowed to stream the dev build, I'm pretty sure. So I can't just like show you guys a new card right now, otherwise I would like to. Yeah, I haven't tried out the new card. The thing is, like, making videos like that kind of take a lot of time because you gotta like edit them and stuff. So I haven't messed around with it because I'm just waiting for it to get in game so that I can just upload like my live reaction as opposed to making like edited content. But yeah, so yeah, I haven't messed around with it, but I mean, just from watching it in like the premiere, it looks really good, but also it's really expensive. I think it's like 8 elixir, if I remember correctly. So yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be powerful. I don't know how OP or broken or whatever. It's hard to believe that they're gonna release it perfectly balanced. Maybe they will though. I don't know. Maybe tanks are actually easier to balance than like, you know, 1 elixir card or something. Hard to say. Because it's like more obvious the impact they have on the game. But I actually wouldn't be surprised if it is well balanced. But currently it looks like a fun card at the very least. So Sam here versus the, I think this is the same guy Morton just faced. And Welcome here is gonna zap the tower definitely. Okay, yeah, Sam was thinking the same thing as me. If you fireball a balloon and then the opponent zaps, and it still gets a hit on the tower. So Sam was like playing the heal spirit just to make sure in case he zaps it's not going to get a hit. So I liked Sam's thought process there. And interesting to see that Welcome didn't actually bother to zap. Maybe he was delaying more and then he saw the heal spirit come down and decided not to. I don't know. I don't know if he could physically have that reaction time. Maybe just decided not to because there's troops on the left side. So Sam bridge spamming the fisherman, you know, you always question if that's actually a good play because it's like, doesn't really even get that much damage, but Welcome does decide to answer it, interesting enough. Fire Welcome, I almost just might ignore it, like, it's not gonna really do that much damage, but hey. I am not Welcome. So, what do I know? Sam's gonna go with that, and then he's gonna need to also, yep. And it looks like Welcome at this point is going to know that Sam is using the Heal Spirit plus Fireball. So he's not going to zap the tower. He have Fireball and Cycle? Like it. Okay, playing high Skeleton Dragons. I guess to keep him out of Fireball range, and then there, one of the Skeleton Dragons somehow dies. Heal Spirit's good, keeps the Skeleton Dragon alive. Okay. Okay. He's get down a log, yeah. If nothing else, really. Okay, Sam wins. GG. I was questioning if he was actually able to win this matchup, so interesting to see. And also interesting how he bridge spammed the fisherman and it actually worked. I wouldn't expect that to work, to be honest with you. I like seeing it. I do. And also notice how he spammed it with the Heal Spirit, not just by itself. I think that his opponent maybe would have ignored it if the Heal Spirit wasn't down. That is one thing to think about. We want to watch a Lucas game? I think we want to watch a Lucas game. I think so. Oh, no, this game's almost over anyway. Yeah, CNN won. All you see is... Oh! Hold up, actually I'm kind of curious. I don't know if Snowball does enough damage. I think it's literally 1 HP off. Wow, that is unfortunate for CNN. It is... Snowball does 83 damage. Well, that was a good 10 seconds. that was literally a 1 HP game. So, I'm assuming Sam's gonna... 13? The thing is, Sam's the type of guy just to queue up back to back. He doesn't really worry about snipes. So we'll see if Sam's gonna actually queue up or not. Kinda curious. Is this a mirror match? Mirror match. Watch this. And we'll see what the next... Morton's gonna... Oh, he's must... Oh yeah, Morton has a weird barb hut deck. This isn't a... I just want to check and make sure Sam... And he did not, so we're gonna watch this game and just assume that he's not gonna go in a game. He's probably... Dude, it's so funny. Sam and Morton don't tie to trade each other. They actually play each other. They're on the same team. You wouldn't expect that. I'm surprised they don't. I think Morton just doesn't like tie trading is what it is. Cause I used to tie trade Sam. Tie trading meaning you just, you know, don't beat each other. You just don't attack each other's towers. Morton going with the low fisherman. And, oh, it looks like he switched to Sam's deck. Okay, this is it. Now, he's not as good at this deck as Sam is, so... I don't know. But he does take the tower, so... Dang. I'm surprised to see Boss, like, go down that easily. Oh, I know what his mistake was. Excuse me, I'm yawning because it's late. He roll gianted in single elixir. You can't do that versus this deck. It's a big mistake, but obviously Boss has probably never played this deck before in his life because it's kind of an off-meta deck, so can you really blame him? Not really. But yeah. This second year of CR when Collector is OP. Oh my gosh, those are the days. I don't know if I don't really miss Collector, to be honest with you. I feel like I never really used Elixir Collector that much. Like, I think it's because I didn't have max cards at that time, so I only had like one maxed out deck. Probably the reason. In a weird way, I think my biggest mistake in Clash Royale was not spending money earlier than I did. Because, like, I never did 15Ks. I never did, like... I was free to play for quite a bit of time. I probably could have been, like, even more established if I started spending money earlier and started, like, pushing ladder. But yeah, imagine saying that. Imagine regretting not spending money on video games. That's kind of funny. But also, I don't know if I was mature enough at that point to even, like, start a YouTube channel and stuff. I don't even know if I was mature enough to start one when I did start one. Okay, Sam? Yeah, we want our Sam. Yes, sir. Ooh, in the mirror match. Everyone's copying Sam now. What a shocker. A Vulkan, I have 3.5 ice bill and 2.9 at max. I never played with 2.9. Do you think I should change to 2.9? Is it better to be a god or is 3.5 better? I mean, that's the thing. It's like, what do you care about? I don't think anybody's gonna blame you for using 3. Well, maybe a couple people will, but like for the most part, you know, use the better deck. That would be my opinion. Why not try to set some records? Kind of depends what you care about. If you just want to have fun, even then, that's subjective because fun can just be called destroying your opponents. So yeah, use 3.5. Sparky in the back is risky. People talking about Sparky in the back. So is Sam gonna... I'm assuming the strat here is just a Fishman in the back and then Magnite in the back and then yawn. Sorry about that. Making everyone else yawn too. Okay, and then interesting, I guess he's like real hogging almost as a prediction that Mega Knight's gonna come down, so that's pretty cool to see. He knows the matchup, or he can predict his opponent that well to do it, and you saw the Mega Knight did indeed come down. But he's still getting chip damage. You can see he's even split lane pressuring with Royal Hogs. I like how Sam is playing this. Yeah, well, you see Well Played come out of Biohazard. But the weird thing is, it's like, even though he's having the Elixir advantage, he's playing Mega Knight in the back, Biohazard can always get a positive Elixir trade on defense. Especially with the King Tower activated. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sam can get a positive Elixir trade too. But you can see, it's just like kind of hard to punish your opponent. That's why the matchup is so close right now. Yeah. Oh, nope. Sam's... Okay, looks like Sam's gonna win this, which is good. We want Sam to do well, of course. Do you prefer facing Lemon Tree 3.5 or 3.9? That's what I mean, haha. I mean... I actually don't know. Lemon Tree actually is better at 2.9 than 3.5 to be honest with you, so I'm actually not too sure why he uses the Ice Bow variation. Because I'm like, his best finishes are not with Ice Bow, his best finishes are with the other variation. That's kind of a good question. I'm not sure the answer to it. I would honestly say I'm more scared of facing him with 2.9. Looks like Sam got the win. GG. Well played. Who do we got here? Morton's still playing. Okay, he's pushing up that deck. Who else is online here? Let me watch a Mandrake game. Not too exciting. This would be the type of deck I would just, like, make a video on as a joke. It's a good deck, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I don't know, the way you play it is kind of toxic. Sparky in the back, first play. Giant at the bridge. Ignore your opponent's push unless they give you a huge positive Elixir trade with Skeleton Army or Minion Horde. Like, not too complicated. So, this is actually interesting because IMJP doesn't have a Fireball, so curious to see who wins it. Did I make a video on this deck? Yeah, I think I did, but I think I had Fireball instead of Lightning. That was my last video. Let's see what happens here. Boss with the Magnite in the back. Okay. Okay. I don't blame him. I like the play. Wait a second. Boss isn't using World Giant. Musketeer at the bridge. Will that work out for him? Oh, it looks like it did work out for him. Like, he's doing fine. So, oh, he's trying. I don't think that's going to splash the tower, though, so I actually don't think that was necessarily a good play. Oh, whoa. Nope, doesn't splash the tower. Yeah, I'm questioning if that was a good play. I like the idea, but I think it just didn't work out because the fisherman wasn't quite close enough to the tower for magnetic splash. Okay, lightning comes down. That lightning didn't accomplish much. Probably could have waited on that lightning. Yeah. Unless he had a bad cycle, the lightning probably wasn't the move. But maybe he didn't have another play, so then I would understand why he did that. Just because it came down a little bit too late. If he played it earlier, yeah, great. Does he? Nope, still kills it. I'm not gonna, I gotta be honest, guys. I'm starting to get really tired. Like, still got an hour and a half left to go. I'll try to force myself to be awake here. So, who is currently JP's in the lead? It kind of seemed like just from watching the game and not looking at the towers that Boss was going to be in the lead, but I guess that last push, JP really just broke through and comes away with the victory. There. I think that Boss couldn't kill the baby dragon, which was the main problem. Didn't really have a good answer. I don't know. Oh, we got Moogie going. Never mind. Payne Wallace? Dude, who is this Wallace guy? He's like added to Payne Gaming. I have no clue. Is he even on Payne? I don't know. There's some new players in the league who I've like never heard of in my entire life. I think there's one on Adrian Piadra's team. I forget what the name is. He's but I'd never heard of it before. Okay, Moonlit. Moonlit's gotta be a good play. Oh, I think this is 3M. Yeah, this is Osama probably. Why don't you push ladder bro for like top 100? Well, first of all, because like it's a lot of time. It would be, I would say, you know, minimum 10 hours. I gotta think about it. That's like a whole day of like, that's like working for a whole day. And I get absolutely nothing out of it. Like, I literally get nothing out of it. So that's the reason, you know, if I got paid money for doing it, maybe. Even posting on YouTube, like, people don't care. People would, I get just as many views posting top 1000 ladder as doing that. So it's like, you know, time to profit ratio doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do it. I personally, like, if you ask me, I would almost say it would be, I don't know, would it be more fun? Yeah, I would say in a way it would be more fun to just one trick, one deck and finish high with it. But people like to see variety, so that's what I do. Just listening to what the people on average want. Obviously, some people would like it, but on average, you get more views with variety as opposed to playing one deck and doing really well with it. That's a really nice skeleton sky. I like that play. And it's actually easier to pull off than you would think. Like, it looks like, oh, that was so impressive. Literally all you have to do is play it at the top of the bridge. Like, at any time, it's going to work. You do the same thing with a baby dragon. It's not hard to pull off. It looks like it would be, but it's not. You just have to make sure you don't play it low. It only works if you play it high for some reason. I don't know why. Boss was so good, but he never gets good finish at the end of the season. That is actually not true. He finished, like, top 10, like, 3 seasons in a row. Maybe he's having a bad season this season. Maybe he'll bounce back. I don't know. Boss is, he actually has finished quite high. But he's also had some seasons where he's tilted. He's had both, but he has higher finishes than, I think he finished like number 3 in the world. Like, you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with the number 3 finish. And multiple top 10s. I hear Anavan has like 20 accounts and snipes himself for wins. Well, not 20, but yeah, he has He has a decent amount. Wait, is Fat Cat online? Fat Cat's still there, but yours in God plays once in 2 weeks, but still gets to 7,500. Nice. Is that true? I mean, if that's true, that's pretty impressive. Now, who you haven't seen finish high in a while is Jack. No, actually, I think he did finish high a couple seasons ago. I always see him online at end of season, but I never see him high anymore. It's kind of funny. But I think there actually was one season, like in the last couple months, where he actually did a real push. We'll have to check his profile after this. So... yeah, no YouTuber has made video on balance changes, but they need some good balances. Yeah, I don't know if they're officially released yet. Like, I saw that someone said they were leaked on CRL East or something like that on Twitter. So, I don't know. That might be why no YouTubers made a video about them yet. Might not be officially out yet. Let's see. Gonna mine her the back and Wolfberg? She does. Okay, I was kind of curious if you actually do it or not. And just to have the elixir to get down the cage. Defensive mortar. Yeah, you're gonna see he's not gonna be offensive mortaring too much in this matchup. And I think we saw him play this matchup earlier and he lost. So he's actually looks like learning from his mistakes and potentially outplaying his opponent here. Which is interesting. And he wins. I'm happy to see that. Cause yeah, I think he lost that match last time. Maybe I was thinking maybe it was a different variation, but sure. Vulkan had the power to finish #1, but he doesn't have that much time. Otherwise, dude, honestly, I get like I cannot play this game for long periods of time. I just can't. I start playing bad after like 3 hours. I just can't do it. That's the reason I never do like that well in ladder. Like I'll like push really high, like I won't lose a game, and then I'll just start playing bad because like I get tired, I get hungry, and I just don't feel well. Like the amount of time you need to concentrate, like you gotta play for like 8 hours straight in a row. I can't do it. Not to say if I'm like high in adrenaline, like my I think my 2 best finishes, it was after CRL. I was like really high in adrenaline. I was like unhappy because I like lost on the game day or something. It was like after playoffs. Oh yeah, it was after both times were after playoffs. You know, we got eliminated and I was like, dang, I'm playing really well, but you know, we just kind of got unlucky. Maybe I had a bad matchup. Maybe someone else on my team didn't do well. It wasn't my fault necessarily in these 2 situations. Obviously in season 3, you know, kind of was my fault. But yeah, I was like super high on adrenaline and I finished like high and I literally wasn't losing games. So I don't know, for me it's like a weird thing of I really have to get really almost like all in my head in a way. When I'm feeling well, I play better. Or when I'm not feeling well, I don't play good. And I don't feel well after long periods of time. I don't know if that happens to you guys. It's probably not a problem for too many people because most people don't play the game for 10 hours straight like I would. The first world problem for sure. TGE game sucks now. Oh, the game sucks now. They need to make some changes. I thought you were talking about a person for a second. How Vulkan add so many top players to his this? Because I am a top player. That is how. Yeah, honestly, I need to add some more. Like, I kind of feel bad messaging them because I'm not really pushing ladder. Normally, I would like when I was like top 10 in the world or whatever. I would message these guys and be like, "Hey, can you add me? You know, I'm top 100 in the world." And they'd be like, "Sure, bro. Of course, I'll add you." Then, yeah, and then some of them like changed accounts and stuff. I don't have as many people added as I actually used to. I still have quite a few. I'm ranked 8,500 this season. I think I'm gonna get my first rank. What? 8,500? Possible? What? Aren't these people 7,000? Nah, I don't know if that's what you meant to say. Oh, you meant 8,500 in the world, not 8,500 trophies, probably. That would make more sense. I was like, holy cow, this guy's like 1,000 trophies higher than anyone right now. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. Your best pick on best 2.6 player ever. Oh, man. That's a really good question. All the 2.6 players have different playstyles. It's actually really interesting. Jack has a different playstyle than Lucas. Oyasu has a different playstyle than Yurzin. I honestly don't know if I can answer that. I don't think I would say Lucas. I actually don't think I would say Lucas. So it's between Oyasu and Jack probably. Maybe Jack, honestly. Maybe Jack. In his prime? I don't know. I think that Oyasu is actually maybe better than Jack was. But I think if Jack had stuck with it, he might have been better. I think that's my answer. I think Jack maybe had more potential, but Oyasu stuck with it. Predicting a mid ladder deck would be like winning the lottery. That is true. You face some random stuff. My SST over. I don't know what that is, but dude, I feel you. Any exam ending. Very nice to have that off your mind. I tell you. I hope you did well in it. I really do. Who do you think is the best Bridge Spam player ever? Bridge Spam is Wero. Heka is going to be Carpy. What's boss up to? Okay, using that now. I don't think Fat Cat. Oh, he's actually top 10. Yeah, I don't think he's playing though. Let me show you the leaderboard here. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I got no clue who any of these guys are. That might be. I heard a rumor about this one, but it's not confirmed. This is Wero, the best Bridge Spam player. Whoa, he's actually really high with this deck. Okay. I would screenshot it, but that deck's not going to work next season because of the nerfs. What's happening here? Ooh, Kamikaze's high with Giant Double Prince. Dude, I'm telling you, more people should have watched my Giant Double Prince video. This deck, such a good deck. Like, more people should use the deck. It's been meta for so long. It literally has like never died. It's been a thing for such a long time. Bart? Dude, I don't know who's on these accounts. I really don't. I think this might be LCAP actually, or this is definitely a Chinese player. LCAP, maybe Little Chen, maybe like AUK. Then yeah, let's go back. I don't know who all these people are. Surfer and the mortar. Let's go. Let's watch some of this. I think everybody likes seeing this. So, what's he gonna do here? Is he gonna fireball? No. Air Server has a little bit of bad track record with Mortar versus Balloon. You guys remember one of the season 3 CRL, I think? He lost with Mortar Eka to Pompeo when we were hoping for that matchup, so that was kind of unfortunate. So we'll see. We'll see if he's mastered the matchup now. That was like a year ago, so I'm assuming he's learned from his mistakes and actually knows how to play the matchup. Look at that knight predicting. Okay, that was a nice knight. Playing the high mortar. What in the world is this guy on the top using? How is this deck working? Well, I guess he's not just outside top 200, so it kind of makes sense, but still. Almost kudos to this guy for making this deck work. In a high knight, playing the log. Trying to keep the cycle going. Skeleton barrel here. 80. Okay, playing a high musketeer. I guess if he's Skeleton barrel, he does just give his opponent a free hunter. But also, it kind of kills the hunter, so it's like not even that good of a play necessarily. I don't know if I like his Skeleton Barrel. I feel like he just played at the bridge in the right lane, like. But he is also winning, so you know, at this point he probably already won the game. But I'll be right back, Vulkan. No worries. I gotta call work to see you in the car tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and she's playing these high musketeers. I mean, ooh, going for the prediction on the. Even predicting wasn't gonna play anything. No, I like the thought process though. Airsurf's just showing him who's boss right now. He's just like, got no chance, bro. I'm gonna. Even if you did decide to go for the crazy hunter at the bridge play to snipe the musketeer because it was locked into the ice golem, doesn't matter, you know. I'm gonna predict that. That's how good Airsurf is playing right now. Yeah, he's over. Is over. Now that is one thing you gotta. A lot of people don't. They forget this. At least I forget it. Maybe you guys aren't as bad as me. Forget that the fireball actually kills the skeleton barrel. One shots it. It's very helpful in clone matchups. There's been times where I've like forgotten that that's a thing and I've lost because I should have fireballed the skeleton barrel and then I should have logged and that would have cleaned up everything, but I just forgot that you can and I lost. Samuel's one of the best ladder players in the world. He has record for highest. Does he have the record? Yeah, that might be true. He was Neptune. He also has 4 top 1 finishes. He's not. Oh, apparently someone called Samuel knew. Yeah, there's a possibility this is Samuel, but I'm not actually sure. Sir Tag was one of the best in the game, but has never pushed that high. What are your thoughts? Dude, I mean, no hate to Sir Tag, but I think I would admit he is not one of the best in the game. Like, he's good. Well, no, maybe that's not the best way to say it. Like, you could maybe even say he's in, like, the top 1%. Definitely in the top 10%. But he's not, like, at pro level anymore. There was a time, and I don't really know why, like, I'm not saying he couldn't be, but I think not really what he's got like B-Rad. It's not actually B-Rad. No, B-Rad's a bad example. B-Rad actually is at, I would say he's like just below pro level right now. Or he's on the fringe. Like if he focused on, he could probably go pro again, but he's just focusing on YouTube. And I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like I probably wouldn't do that well in CRL if I were to play now without actually practicing. Like obviously if I practice a lot, I do. But yeah, Tag would, if he were to, you know, join CRL, he would not hold his own. And that's not an insult to him. That's not even saying he's bad. That's just saying CRL players are good. Like, watch those dudes. They're impressive. There's no question about it. I still learn a lot from watching CRL games. It's one of my favorite things to do. Oh no, he got down that Mega Knight just a little bit too late. I was like really being careful there not to insult Tag. I had to think about that. I didn't want that to come out wrong. Hopefully he didn't. Because I like Tag. He's a good guy. Now I would say out of the, you know, I guess the casual, well, Tag is technically a former pro, kind of. I don't know if he's ever, yeah, well, he's on Nova for a while, so I guess you could say he's a former pro. But yeah, out of like the YouTubers like Shane, you know, CWA, Orange Juice, Tag is probably going to beat any of those guys in a best of 5, so definitely not bad at the game, you know. Good. B-Rad is great, but he loves Minor. Dude, that is the best way to say it. That is pretty accurate. What do you think Fat Cat does with... Oh, what do you think Fat Cat does with Pekka deck compared to you? Difference for the 20-win challenge, which separates you? I mean, really the thing that separates us is just that he plays it a lot more than me. That is the main thing. He one-tricks it. It's just like every meta, you gotta like learn the matchups with Pekka. Because there's always change, like the way you play the deck always changes. Even like the starting place, it always changes depending on what's popular in the meta. So yeah, the main thing is that every meta he plays it and he figures out what the best way to play in that meta is. I mean, Tag constantly completing GCs. Oh yeah, but you don't have to be a pro to complete. Well, that's the thing. He's good. But completing GCs doesn't make you a pro player. There's a lot of people who complete a grand challenge who aren't good enough for CRL. TWA is the worst Clash Royale YouTuber. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true. Maybe it's true, but I guess it considers like, you have to consider. I don't know, man. I think CWA would beat Molt. I think he'd beat quite a few of them. I guess it depends like how famous of a YouTuber we're talking about here. There's also a lot of not famous YouTubers. Ooh, talk about how good orange juice. I really got nothing to say about orange juice. When I faced him in King's Cup, like he actually put up a pretty good fight. Like, but again, most of the YouTubers aren't focusing on being good at the game. They're focusing on like making good videos. There's a big difference. And I think Orange Juice even finished his 20-win challenge too, so like he's not bad at the game. But I think he also finished it when it was easier to finish. Like now, I don't. In the most, I also don't know if he really tried to. I would dare to say Orange Juice is one of those guys who has potential to be really good at the game. If like that's what he focused on doing. If he were to play like 10 hours a day, I don't know, maybe he would make it to CRL. But let me tell you, he's making a whole lot of more money from YouTube than playing CRL. A whole lot more. Like 10 times more, if not more than that. Yeah, I don't know how much he makes, but just like from what I know, YouTube, he has a team too, so it's not like all the money goes to him. But if I were OJ, I would not quit YouTube to do CRL. He is doing just fine. Orange Juice is very casual now. Yeah. What happened to Nick Knight? I don't know. Doesn't he still upload? I did. I think people just stop watching them all. I would say Vulkan is better since he has the skill. Oh. That's one way to say it. I like where your head's at. Who do you think the GOAT in CR is? That's an interesting. I mean, okay, let's be real. You have to say Surgical Goblin. But then if you're talking about ladder, you gotta say Igor. Nobody has as many good finishes as Igor. But yeah, competitive, Surgical Goblin. Now, if you're just saying CRL, I would argue Morton. If it's only the CRL GOAT. If it's all-time GOAT, Surgical Goblin. CRL GOAT, Morton. And then, yeah, ladder, Igor. I don't even think that necessarily means that they're the best players, but I think they're the players with the most accomplishment. Ooh, no worries, Isaac. He's not good enough to play. We're still talking about YouTubers. That's another thing. Even if someone isn't good enough right now, they might have potential to get good if they like really put in the time. Best ladder player ever is Go Home. He is what? I don't even know who that guy is. I've never heard of this man who used to go. I played him before, but I definitely don't remember what deck he. Or is that the Lava Loon guy? If that's yeah, he's definitely not the best ladder player. He's good though. Are you better than Surgical Goblin? There have been times where I was better than Surgical Goblin. There have been times where he's been better than me. Right now, I don't actually know because he did that well last CRL. So to be honest, might be a time where I actually am better than him. Also, it's hard to say without actually facing him. Hey, better. I did better than him season 1 and 2 in CRL, and then he did better than me in season 3. And then I quit after that, so you could argue because I didn't play, he did better than me. And then he was better than me at King's Cup 2 too, so. What's your thoughts on winning a first ever GC? Who has few classic challenge wins? My thoughts are, you know, don't give up after your first loss. Like, pick a deck which you think is good. And if you're only getting to 5 wins, okay, maybe you need to give up at that point. But, like, you can at least get to 6 wins. You know, keep trying it. Might take you a couple days, maybe even a couple years, but eventually you'll get a win. Also, the more you try, like, sometimes you can even just get good matchups and, like, get kind of lucky and win. You don't always face the same caliber of opponents every challenge. Fun. What do you know about Lord? I don't know that much about him. I've heard a rumor it might be Samuel, but I'm not. That's not a confirmed. That is just a rumor. You know what they say about rumors. They may or may not be true, so... yeah. Let's see here. Misfits Air. Or we could watch Morton. Or we could watch... who is using this now? No, we're not going to watch Boss. Yep. Looks like Moogie's doing the best right now. Oh, Ice is a good 3M. Are you single? No, I'm not single. I'm married. What is your opinion in Oyasu, the 2.6 player? Oh yeah, he's good. The way he plays is very impressive. He does a lot of like underrated things. He has a lot of really nice like ice golem pushes too. I think Samuel and Igor are maybe the best ladder pushers. Yeah, I would agree with that, honestly. I would agree with that. I actually don't know who has more. I think that Igor has more. Yeah, I could definitely see the argument for Samuel being the best ladder pusher. He's finished #1, I think, with the most variety of decks. He's finished #1 with Hog decks. He's finished #1 with Royal Giant decks. I don't actually know if he's finished with any other decks. Maybe even Giants. I think he finished #1 with a Giant deck. Like, that's 3 different decks. That's pretty impressive. Think about that. I mean, I haven't even learned like one deck as well as Samuel's learned some decks. So yeah, I was even surprised to see him do bad the first season of CRL. I wouldn't be surprised if Samuel like becomes the new like highest win rate CRL player. Like eventually, at least. It seems like he struggles with nerves on stage, which is kind of surprising because, you know, just so well in ladder, like you'd expect him not to struggle with nerves, but yeah. He's gonna go somewhere in life, let me tell you. That kid is at least a Clash Royale, he's a genius. Unparalleled. And everyone asked me my opinion on Fat Cat. Like, Fat Cat's not playing right now, first of all. I think that Fat Cat's the best P.E.K.K.A player. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. Imagine if a girl started a CR challenge. Oh, channel. Message restricted. Message retracted. You could retract a message. Morton and Moogie the best in the moment. Yeah, no, Moogie's good. Moogie's up there, definitely top 10. Carpy has doing really well for quite a long time now, using P.E.K.K.A over all the metas, yeah. Which country do you think is... I'll tell you what, I will go #1 in the world. Wait, starting to see you finish #1. Ooh, finish #1? No, that's pretty hard. Thoughts on people ready? I actually almost did finish #1 once though. I say this story every single live stream. I don't know if I do. There was one live stream, or there's one time when I was #3 in the world, and then I like did a really idiotic play. Like I was faces Anavan, and I was completely outplaying him. Like I was destroying him, and I don't even remember what I did, but I just remember it was like I had an opportunity to move to win. I could have like rolled gianted at the bridge or something like that, and I would have won. But I did like the dumbest move. I tried to defend first, and he ended up beating me. Maybe it was like I messed up my defense. I don't even remember, but yeah, that season I could have been #1 if I beat him. Actually, I would have been #2 if I beat him, and then I could have played another game and potentially got #1. But that ended up not happening. I ended up finishing like 20th in the world, so I had a chance. I missed my chance. You remember the Surgical Goblin versus Morton matchup where Surgical won with 1 HP? Oh yeah, of course. How could you forget? So, Moogie. Oh, IMJP's actually pushed pretty high here. Like, JP gets the win. Hate to see it. Actually, do you hate to see it? Oh, I like watching IMJP play. Like, I've learned a lot from him. Definitely copied some decks from him. Definitely. No question about that. I like watching him play Hog. He's really good at that. What else does he even play? No. I think mostly Hog, to be honest. Really good at Hog Earthquake. Let's see. Who do we want to watch here? Oh, why not? Oh, versus Aguero. Let's go. This is what we want to see. Look at that. Nice Magic Archer. You guys got to pay attention to how Aguero plays. This dude is insane. I wish I had him on my friends list. I think I tried to add him, and I think he wanted to add me or something. I don't even remember. If he did add me, maybe he switched accounts. I don't know. Aguero is another all-time great, to be honest with you. Kind of a one-trick though, so I don't necessarily consider him as impressive. It's like maybe Samuel or maybe Igor, because I mean, even though Igor is kind of a one-trick, he also, I don't know, man. Maybe they are on an equal level, but Igor has more finishes though, or more high finishes. But Aguero also finishes higher on more accounts. It's an argument that Aguero is an all-time great here on ladder. And he kind of annihilated, like, what even happens? Like, I don't even know. How did that work so well? Look at that, Moogie trying to go in with the mortar on low elixir. It's not gonna work out. He's off with skeletons, okay. Now, I will say Moogie's kind of in a hard position here, like probably a pretty good matchup for Aguero because Moogie doesn't really have a reset to the Ram Rider. The arrows are not too helpful in this matchup. Batcat's like top 10 right now, but he's not playing any games. So, I mean, Moogie could come back from this technically. But also, whenever you play defensive mortars, Aguero can just play like bandits right on top of it. That's kind of be in trouble, or kind of gonna be hard for him. Tries to have the. No, he doesn't quite get the barber on cycle, so maybe that was a mistake. Maybe he just didn't have it in hand quite yet. So Moogie's actually back in the game. Sacrificing a lot of. Yeah, you do not want to sacrifice that damage on cover. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, Aguero will probably go for the left side now. He really has got to fix that cycle. He's playing the barbell on the wrong troop. Dude, look at that Magic Archer. Really interesting. I think he played it on a tile. That tile is like the farthest you can play it, so that is not in position, or it's not in range of the crown tower. Oh, that Ram Rider is a little bit too slow. Dang. Look at that. It's really interesting where I was playing this. He played his bandit in the pocket as opposed to just like at the bridge. Like, I wonder what that's all about. You're allowing the King Tower to shoot it also? And that's not gonna work out. Look like Werrow's got this win. Still playing his truce in the pocket. Yeah, just gives up at this point. Well, actually, no, he kept playing, but a little bit too little, too late. Prez would win. Oh my goodness. Everyone is asking for Fat Cat, but I hate to break it to you, Fat Cat is not in a game. And he probably won't play a game for quite some time. Because normally he doesn't go for number 1. Normally he just tries to finish like top 10 or top 20. So wait, who is this? Oh yeah, this is SB. I look at this and I think it looks like Isabi or something. It reminds me of like Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars. But no, it's SB. Changed his name. Hacker Man. That's a guy who I'm pretty sure I used to know, and then I forgot who he was. Morton's a little bit lower. So I bet you Moogie play pretty soon here, so we might just keep watching Moogie. We got Lucas. Ooh. Now let's watch a Lucas game. It's gonna be cool. I like to watch Lucas play Expo. He's not like the best Expo player in the world, but you know, it's always interesting to see his playstyle. Okay, so Icepo versus probably Pekka Bridgeman. Oh, but he has Skeleton Dragons. That's actually going to help him in the matchup, I think. He actually King Tower? No. I don't know what the point of playing that Ice Wizard right away was. That didn't really accomplish anything. It also didn't really hurt him. Why did Bolton finish number 2 in the global tourney with 38 4 still 1 life? Didn't go for number 1. He probably couldn't find a match. Once you get to like top 10 in the global tourney, not even top 10, like you can search for an hour and not necessarily find a match. So that was probably his problem. He probably just didn't have time to sit there all day waiting for a match. You can only match with people like 2 wins higher or lower than you. So pool isn't that big. Did win that game. Oh yeah, Werrow won the game. Okay, let's pay attention here. So you notice the start of the game, Blue's Peck on the back play worked out quite well. Took some tower damage. Now he's not happy though. It didn't work out quite as well as like Lucas kind of recovered from it pretty well. Ooh, that might be a little bit overcommit. I was almost thinking you log rocket that. But I should probably log now. Oh, he has fireball, not poison. Okay. Dang, that was a really nice zap. And yeah, nice tornado, but still gonna get a lot. Yeah, that zap, that was a professional zap. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you. You gotta expect that to come. Wait, Vulcan, you're married? Yeah, of course. You guys didn't know I'm married? Of course. Come on. You guys don't follow me on social media or something? Come on. Lucas trying to sneak in an expo, but you're like, is it really going to work out at that point? And then Blue going with a smart battle around the opposite lane. Interesting to see Lucas isn't trying to KFC the chat. Ooh. KFC here. Guys, check out KFC if you haven't checked him out. He's probably here wondering why I haven't sent him the video yet. And you know, KFC, the reason why is because I forgot to. Not because I forgot to today, because I forgot to 2 days ago, and then I went out of town. So yeah, I am a very bad YouTube friend. I admit it. Got me. Good morning, KFC. And yeah, I have not sent you the video yet, and I'm sorry about that. I will send you that as soon as the stream is over. So that'll be in like an hour. Good morning, KFC. How's it going? So, ooh, blue. Wait a second though. Why are you awake right now? Isn't it like 2 a.m. in Australia? Interesting time to be awake there. No, it can't be 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. Oh, hold up. It's like 2 p.m. there, if anything. No, it's like 11. That didn't even make sense. Hold up. I gotta check what time it is in Australia before I make a fool of myself. Lucas with the clutch. 3 p.m. Okay, you're waking up at 3 p.m. Yep, that sounds about right. That's about right. Hey. Hey there, KFC. Watch yourself. I admit I messed up, okay? Messed up. Ruben versus what is even Ruben versus Moogie. See, the thing is, uploading a video, trying to send it to another content creator is not as easy as just like, you know, clicking the send button. You gotta like, at least for me, I gotta like edit the clips together, and then I gotta compile it, and then it takes like 2 hours to send. A little bit more complicated, but yeah, it is my fault. I admit. KFC, are you gonna include tag in the snipe video? Another snipe. Tell you guys, you gotta check out Tag's channel if you haven't already. Okay, now that we're it's 12 p.m. and I'm about to sleep. Nice. Wait, 12 p.m. Did I just look it up and it said like? It says 3 p.m. for me when I look up Australia time, but I guess there's probably multiple time zones. Ruben is another dude who, honestly, he could be up there like an all-time great. So sorry about that. That was not a corona cough. That was called a air went down the wrong pipe cough. But yeah, Ruben. You could maybe say he's an all-time great, even more so than Surgical Goblin. Ooh, that was a missed fireball. Surgical Goblin is so good under pressure. That's the thing about him, though. It's like, yeah, I would say Ruben's better on paper, but yeah, the thing about Surgical Goblin is like when it really matters, that's when he wins. Even though he's not necessarily the best pro in the world. For some reason, he does it well when it matters. I don't know why or how. Like. But he does. Most people play worse under pressure, but he does better. I sniped tag and he got salty, so I'm not making a snipe video. Whoops. Whoops. Unbelievable, KFC. How could you snipe someone like that? Unbelievable. Morton. Oh no, this is an easy matchup, but she's losing. Character activation? No, he has character activated. Hold the phone. How is Lucas losing this? What even happened? Maybe he tried to go offensive too early or something. Maybe Faisal got some good prediction Inferno Dragons earlier, and then they didn't all fail like that one. That tag was optimistic. Dude, how did that Expo like even die? He just like fireball zapped it and it was dead. No, maybe minor. No, I don't think he did minor on it. Okay, Lucas is coming back. You know, I'm questioning how he's even behind in the first place here. Like, something had to have gone really wrong for him in that first couple minutes. Hey, threatened to copyright strike KFC. Well, I don't really know what happened there. But that'd be pretty funny if you did. Luke is gonna come back here? I think so. Yeah, the one thing about Sergio Ramos also though is that I don't think he's living with them in the team house, so probably not practicing and or getting as good a practice as he did like season 2 and 3 of CRL. So that's probably part of the reason why he hasn't been doing as well recently. Looks like okay, yeah, Lucas has to come back. Not really surprised. Boss tilted like 200, 300 cups. He wins a match. Then he says, "Good game" instead of BMing. Is that a bad thing? Like, should he be BMing when he loses? Oh, or when he wins? Because you tilt doesn't mean you have to BM. It just means you have a good excuse to. And what kind of question is that, Boss Slayer? I can't even answer that. Oh, Moogie switched decks apparently. Looks like he copied JP's deck. Makes sense. Not surprised. Wait a second, isn't the sniper pushing this season? Sniper like used to be the best still is. He was the best Furnace World Giant player for like a long time. He would finish like high on like different counts. Sorry about my hiccups. But I don't see him here. I saw him here like 2 days ago. Nope, there he is. It looks like he's using the fireball variation now. Interesting. So yeah, he's top 25 in the world. See if he finishes high. And in here. See who we can catch up on. Now you attack. You know, maybe I play a game, or maybe I don't, because it's like pointless. It's like, yeah, I can play a game. What good does that really accomplish? Not really anything, because we're not going to finish high. I watched some Wings. We haven't watched too much Wings yet. Oh, game's over. We'll catch this next game. We'll see what Wings' take on this deck is. Sadly, Oyasu tilted. Oh no. Do you play cricket? I do not. I have never played cricket. Say that I have. I live in America. You know, not too many Americans play cricket. That's more of like a European sport. Okay. Dude, everyone is using... We're gonna watch Moogie. Everyone's using RG. At least this is a different variation, or... You know, this is a little bit original. I honestly thought that was gonna get a hit. Oh, what is happening here? It's gonna be Golem Bomber? I hope so, actually. I would like to see this matchup. It is. James Wingard. Yeah, that's a funny thing. His Wing's real name is James Wingard. Like that's a pretty cool last name. I'd like to have the last name Wingard. Sounds like something that would be from like medieval times or something. No, it's just glitched right now. Beats Meister. I will fix my Facebook. Dude, that got like no damage power. Wait a second. I like wasn't even looking. Did he fish around? How did the golem end up on the left side? I'm surprised the golem didn't get more damage. Without looking, I don't even know what happened. Apparently the golem brawler just a major DPS. Probably the Electro Wizard slowed it down. So it looks like the golem player is ahead here. Yeah, this seems like pretty good matchup for the golem player, I would say. Pretty good. I feel like Moogie's almost playing his Goblin case too early. It's like, it seems like the right play, but at the same time, it kind of dies like too soon. Is he gonna try to? Okay. No. Oh, that's what happens. He played the fisherman, but it didn't actually pull it to the other lane. He actually should have played it one tile farther to the right. So, yeah, definitely a mistake. Oh, is it even a mistake? I don't know. Probably not what I would do, though. The Moogie here is taking the... Looks like he's going to get this win. I think his opponent should have played a little bit more defense and a little bit less offense. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, who am I to judge, but... It's a true opinion. Okay, Booed? I'm not gonna say that name. With the 149 donation. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is questionable though. The donation is much appreciated. Candyman. No, not using Expo. What a disappointment. Pheno Final. I don't even know how I have this guy added. I don't think this is Pheno Final form. This is some other dude. For some reason he named himself Pheno Final Cake. I don't know what that's all about. What is Morton up to? Ooh, we want to see this. We haven't seen too much of this deck yet, so. And versus Remy. Dude, I like watching Remy play because his deck is actually not as easy to use as you think. Does some pretty impressive things with it. DWA's risen balance changes in his description box. Interesting. I mean, if the balance changes are on the CRL East Twitter page, then probably accurate. That guy usually gets them right. Okay. What's gonna happen here? Is Remy gonna rocket cycle? Probably eventually. Probably. He'll probably play slow for the first bit though. Kyle Hansen with the $5. Dude, isn't there a famous person with the last name Hansen? Or is it like in a song or something? That's the thing. Thank you for the $5, Kyle. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate donations on these streams because like usually when you stream, most of the money is like from donations. Whereas if you make a video, most of the money is from AdSense. So yeah, it definitely helps make streaming worth it. Thank you. Dude, I swear, I'm like a kid in a candy store when I watch Clash Royale. Like, I generally watch stuff and I'm like in awe of how amazing of a play that was. Like, look at that rocket. That was such a good play. I am in awe, man. That is so impressive. Now Morton trying to sneak in a musketeer before Remy gets a rocket cycle. Trying to deny the lane from the miner. Gets down the dueling pressure. Gonna throw it a Valk, and then he's gonna miner and prediction log. Yep, I like it. And then he has a. I like the prediction log. Like Remy doesn't fall for it, which is like kudos to Remy. Definitely a smart play by him. He's gonna need to play something. There we go. Bomb towers down. What does Morton do here? Well, Remy's gonna hit 10 elixir first. Morton still decides to pressure anyway. She's got that little. Spirit Golems are not that much an overcommit. Then Remy throws in the rocket. He was up elixir, so he definitely could afford that rocket. Going in with the miner, gained it down before the Ice Wizard. What just happened there? Man, Morton kind of whiffed that defense a little bit. So 2 more rockets from Remy here. It looks like he's going to win the game. Why do you just show us replay? What? This ain't a replay. This is live. Fireball on the... I don't know where that fireball was. He like missed the goblins. But it's looking like this game's over. Dang, the... Ooh, Nova Mene 4 with the $5. I hope you have a great semester at college. I appreciate it. Oh, we got a double donation. I looked at it, I'm like, wait a second, what? I like watching too, especially when I'm high. Oh, dude. Oh, wait, do you mean literally when you're high? Like when you're high on the good stuff? I can say I've never tried that, but that sounds like an interesting experience. Oh man, yeah, my semester at college, let me tell you, engineering, it's a lot of work, man. I think it's worth it. I hope it's worth it. I haven't graduated yet, so maybe I'll regret it. But you know, we're working towards something. What is Sir CS using here? Oh, he's using this variation. Wait a second, arson? Is this? So there's a guy named Military Aqua who would play this deck. I don't know if this is him. But his name isn't Military Aqua, but I don't know who else would be this good at this deck to be like top 200 on ladder with it. He has a 3 crown. Oh my. Rip my man. Who are we gonna watch here? I remember I was gonna watch someone. Because he's using the minor wall breakers. Deck everyone wants to see Morton play. Because he's so good at it. How much do I have to pay to friend you? No, I would say about $1 million, and then even then you're pushing, you know, maybe 2 million. Maybe. Or you can just add me on Facebook for free, you know, your choice. Don't worry guys, we'll get this fixed. We're back. So yeah, looks like they're tower trading here. Wait a second. How does that one shot? I wouldn't think that Heal Spirit plus the Sparky shot would one shot it. That is what? That is broken. They gotta fix that. Oh, maybe Goblin Giant got a hit off. I bet that's what it was. Like, I did not think that was enough. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Looks like Morton's using the bats. Dude, bats, they're just not it anymore. Like, bats are not as good. The nerf kind of killed them. I don't know if Morton's actually going to be successful here. Good night, Vulcan. Oh, good night, Cooper. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta go to bed here pretty soon too. Got about half. Ooh, you can. Hate to see. Hate to see. Yeah, I got about a half hour in me. You pronounce my name Andre or I don't know if that's a joke or if that's really your name. Because it kind of looks like Corona. I don't think I can. I don't think I have the ability to. It has a symbol there, which I don't know how to pronounce the R. I think it is your real name. That's kind of funny that it's like looks like Corona. You know Apex Smoke? Isn't he like a Indian pro? I think. Remember he like won the Indian Red Bull or something? From India? Goodness. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it, Max. I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about, so I'm not sure if I'm allowed to read that comment out loud. You know, not going to. Pretty interesting. See here. He was on the left side. Nope. Never mind. You know, I approve of that play too, though. Does it pull? Okay, it does pull. Oh shoot, this is Pompeo. I didn't even realize. I like saw the Pompeo deck and I'm like, oh cool, it's not Pompeo. But no, it is Pompeo. I think I used to have Pompeo added, but then like, you know, his account got deleted or whatever, and I don't have added on the new account. He would probably add me though. I should probably message him. Hey, I'll think about the next season. Gotta love the gas. Who doesn't love gas? Everybody. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I just see someone say you gotta love the gas. Engineering gang. Where's Boss at? Boss is oh, you mean where is he in trophies? Like around top 200, you know, not too low, also not too high. You know, he's probably not happy with where he's at. He still has a chance to come back though, but I'm guessing it's a little bit too late this season. Pompeo's getting the win. And Pompeo, whoa, hold up. No, that's not, oh my gosh. Rip my man Moogie. And see, the thing is, Pompeo, he'll play that Inferno Dragon, and then he'll always fireball the Electro Witch and kill it. So then like Moogie has no way to kill the Inferno Dragon. It's all about the Inferno Dragon play. Like that's what makes Pompeo so good at that deck. Yo, Vulkan, I bought the 99 pack using your code. Ooh, my man, I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, shout out to Code Vulkan. You know, tomorrow when they do the new Clash Royale, use Code Vulkan. Wait a second. Okay, good. I was about to say, I cannot miss out on this remote. That would be the first remote I missed out on. I gotta collect these real quick, you know. Sorry for making you guys go through this with me, but this is very important. And we gotta make sure we don't tap past the skeleton dragons too quick. I still don't have them maxed. Okay, there we go. Oh, legendary? Okay, let me plug in my iPad. Get it charging. Skeleton dragons. Yeah, I still don't have max skeleton dragons, so I skipped a couple common cards here because I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. I really hope the new card is like an epic and not a common or something, because those are a little bit easier to actually, commons are pretty easy. But usually you don't want to have to max out like 2 commons at the same time, you know? Better to have different rarities. Can you guess which country I'm from? It's in Europe. France? That's my guess. I really got no clue though. Actually, I don't really know, like, I don't really know European names all that well, to be honest with you. Usually you can tell if it's like, you know, I don't know, like a Asian country or like Mexico. Europe is sometimes a little bit harder to tell. Harder to, like, maybe you can tell they're from a European country. Yeah, even that is like, it's harder to tell exactly which country. Kind of guess which continent people's names are from a lot of the time. Electro Spirit is common? Oh no. That's unfortunate. Dude, just a little bit too slow. Okay, Remy is versus... Dude, I saw... Did I see this match? I think I saw this matchup on CRL. And, I don't remember who played it, but the guy who I saw play it versus Remy... oh, I think it was Sniper. No, actually, I don't think it was Sniper. I think it was someone else. Okay, he, like, played Royal Giant in the back and single elixir and just, like, absolutely destroyed him. Like, Remy, like, attacked or something. He just, like, played a Goblin Cage and then took, like, both towers. But it looks like this matchup's a little bit closer. It was also weird because it's like Remy, like, instead of just rocketing the Royal Giant, which I would personally think is the play, he like tried to attack the opposite lane. But that's not really applying in this matchup. Lightning does not do enough damage. So it looks like Remy's gonna win. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think the play in this matchup, at least from what I saw someone else doing, is playing that Royal Giant in single elixir. Seems to be the only way you're actually going to win it. You're from the Czech Republic. Oh. Is that in Europe? Isn't that kind of on the border? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've met a couple people who have been to the Czech Republic. What language do they speak there? Guessing not English. Is Czech a language? Dude, this shows I really want to visit Europe because, like, all I've ever lived in is the United States, so I'm actually pretty uncultured when it comes to, like, you know, other countries. I think that would be pretty cool. Kind of my dream someday. I was hoping it was going to happen in CRL, you know, but the team never got that far, so I never actually got to leave the country. On Fuse. Who is On Fuse? Never heard of this man. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna real quick look up the Czech Republic because I'm kind of curious. I've heard of it, but I haven't like looked in a map and, like, you know, really thought about where it was before. Oh, it's right next to Germany. Okay. Cool. Cool. Whoa, who is this On Fuse guy? I would almost think this is a God RF just from looking at the deck. I know it isn't, but apparently there's some dude who's just randomly good at Graveyard. Oh, you know, I think he actually has a freeze. Yeah. Sorry, I got my yawns coming in. I mean, this is a pretty decent counter push. Ooh, that's a nice Heal Spirit. Man, Valkyrie's so powerful. Holy cow. It just killed, like, all that crap. I thought with the Heal Spirit that would be a little bit too much. I really thought Moogie was going to break through there. Yeah, he does not, he cannot, like, you can deal with a Graveyard with this deck, but dealing with a freeze is a little bit hard. I used to play in the tornado. He honestly probably didn't even. Well, I guess he defends the fisherman too, so tornado works out well. Probably not even a freeze. Yeah, it's just like at that point you don't even need it. I think maybe Moogie like didn't really know what he was up against here. Like I feel like you could win this matchup, but I feel like it's just like almost the shock factor from Onfuse's deck. You know, it's just a little bit too much. Maybe he'll be able to clutch up here. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah, the rogue is going to hover over the river now, so that should be interesting. I'll be very curious to see what strategies that opens up. Hopefully P.E.K.K.A.'s... Dude, actually, I'm kind of excited for that. Because that means P.E.K.K.A.'s going to be better. Rogos is in P.E.K.K.A., so... If P.E.K.K.A.'s better, you know, I'm not going to complain, because I like to play P.E.K.K.A. And I got a lot of viewers here who like to see me play P.E.K.K.A. And I like to watch other people play P.E.K.K.A., so... That's a win-win for just about everyone here. And P.E.K.K.A. needs a buff as an archetype. Kind of weak. I saw someone post on Twitter, P.E.K.K.A. is the worst deck in the game. And to be honest with you guys, I don't disagree with them. Like, out of all the meta decks, sounds pretty accurate. So, who are we watching here? Do I risk it and going again? Let's just play a deck that's like painting or something. Let's check out TV Raw. I kind of want to play. We're going to play one game. And then this game is going to determine how well I played in the stream. I could play Bridge Spam. I could play Expo. We could just whip out the Bad Bunny deck. Now, if I wanted to win, I'd probably play Bridge Spam. But, you know, life isn't all about winning. Sometimes you got to lose also. So, you know what we're going to do? We're gonna play the P.E.K.K.A. Because why not? Might as well. Actually, I think I'll play it instead. Go for it. Let's give it one last try before they change the rule of Ghost. World, someone wrote in chat that someone left this online stream. I think that's how it works. Problem is, if I lean back, I'm sitting kind of far away from my microphone, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna try this out, but like, you know, I'm kind of questioning if this is actually the right play here. But we did sacrifice 2 elixirs, so we'll see if it works out. Kind of questioning if I should have played Magic Archer instead, but I don't know, you know, it doesn't seem too bad. I don't know if this is gonna hit the tower. Oh, it does, nice. Dude, get that band down. Not gonna have enough elixir. Maybe it doesn't like. Okay, it does. It does work out. I was like trying to think what was in his hand at the time. It seemed like the right play, but I wasn't really quite able to articulate why. Moments. What goes to this? Then he's gonna barb barrel, but how do you barb us? Just ignore that. Oh, whoa, whoa, what just happened there? I don't think that was a play on his part. Kind of seemed like we lagged for a second or something. I'm not too sure what happened there. Okay, so we'll pack at the back. Even though, you know, you think you play Magic Archer because he is Firebolt. I have an Elixir advantage. He doesn't have Raw Hogs in hand, so P.E.K.K.A.'s gonna be the play. Go. Archer. Try this. Get down prison. Okay, we're gonna need to this. My goodness, the leg is insane. I really hope this leg thing doesn't cost me here. That's a good play in this situation. Whoa. This is getting kind of sketchy here. No. Rip the dream. Yeah, this is why we don't play on stream. And we gave it a shot, you know, that's all we do. You never really expect to win on stream. It just doesn't work out that way. Okay, so we're gonna watch instead we're gonna watch Moogie win some games. We always just gotta play a game, you know, just to show you guys why I don't play in the stream. That's the reason. Also, it probably doesn't help that, you know, P.E.K.K.A's not that good of a deck. This is a mirror match, I think. I'd assume the guy's last card is gonna be Goblin Cage here. You know, in that game we just played, that was close, let me tell you. I tell you, one less mistake on my part or one thing different, I probably would have won. Do pros count elixir and card cycle at the same time? Yeah. Now you wouldn't see it from watching my videos, because in my videos I don't really either, because you know you gotta choose. You can't commentate and count elixir and do card cycle. You can usually choose two of them and do them. I mean, I'm not gonna explain how to do it right now. Want to know how to do it? I made some like tutorial videos on it, so you can just watch that. Ooh, QTR with the win. I wonder who's on QTR. That actually might be the sniper, like Loki. I mean, I'm just making that up, you know. That I got no clue, but I'm just saying, like, it'd be the sniper. The legendary Royal Giant players. He taught me how to play Royal Giant. I actually used to train with him season 1 of CRL. I learned how to play Bridge Train with him. I learned how to play Royal Giant from him. And I used him in CRL, and those are some of the decks that I won with. So yeah, he was definitely a big part of my success. Let's see here. That many people online. Ooh, Daniel. Oh, what's up? Vulkan, you're getting lots of love from Nepal. Ooh, cool. Love from USA to Nepal. I don't really know how to respond to that, but dude, I appreciate you tuning in. That's probably the best thing to say. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. It's always cool to see people from like different countries. It makes me want to visit all the countries, and I'm like, can't really visit anywhere right now, but you know, eventually that'd be cool. I've been to most countries in Europe and never went outside of Europe. I always wanted to live in the USA. Can you get me a green card? Yeah, man, you know, let's get married. Like, I'll give you the green card. Easy. Easy. Just hit me up. Send me your digits. Dude. Rip my man Moogie. Wait a second, where are we gonna watch Daniel? I mean, yeah, that's kind of a good luck. We might as well. What is Jack up to? He's using Royal Giant. That's interesting. Wait a second, did Daniel go offline? No, he's still here. Why is he not playing? Any second. Come on, my man Daniel. Go on again. Oh, there he goes. Hey, we might as well see how this guy plays his deck. Like, I would assume he makes the first play, but you know, you never know. Never really know. Okay, well, he did what I expected him to do. Lava first play. I mean, if you have the Inferno Dragon variation of this deck, pretty much Lava first play, and it's the best move to do because then you try to get a huge positive elixir trade with Inferno Dragon on defense. Oh, but he is... That's going to be kind of hard. So we'll see what he does here. Is he going to balloon? You know what the trick is? To give out more green cards, you gotta get married in one of the states, because depending on the states, they have different rules on polygamy, meaning marrying more than one person. So, you get married in the right state, could you give out like infinite number of green cards if you just married like multiple people? I don't know. You know, I don't know how it works, but like, that's a big brain move if that works. Would you want to visit Supercell headquarters? Dude, that would be sick. I would love to visit Supercell headquarters. You know, I'm actually like, I'm in the group now. Like, I'm like cool now. I'm with all the YouTubers, you know. I'm in the cool group chat, so, you know, eventually I might get to Supercell headquarters. That'd be pretty sweet. I gotta stick with it, you know. I gotta make it past the corona. That's the dream. Hopefully they still fly people out. I don't know. Vulcan has a model trophy wife? Yeah, man. I have a trophy for a wife. Like, literally, it's like I have a Clash Royale trophy. I earned it myself from playing ladder. Pretty cool. Cool. I mean, you can get married to anything these days. Like, I now pronounce you 2v2 partners. You may now regard the pride. I don't know. That's actually so funny. I don't even know why. I actually have like the stupidest sense of humor sometimes. Where did you get the baby dragon teddy? Where did I get it from? Either I got it from World Finals or I got it from like, I don't know, we just got sent, like when I was in CRL, we got sent like a box of Supercell merch, so yeah, I don't really know how to like tell you how to get it, but I got it for like free, like somebody sent it to me. It's because, you know, I was in CRL. Well, I appreciate the thought, Smokes. Is it really not an option in Nepal? That's interesting. Morton tweeted that he has stopped for the season. Ooh, rip my man Morton. I don't blame him. Wow. Dude, Arson. Dude, last time we saw Arson play a game, he threw around his opponent also, like, the same way. I mean, obviously they're completely different decks, but Is that? Hold up. I gotta check out this arson account. Cause I know that Military Aqua told me he finished the Golem player I'm thinking of. He told me he finished like top 30 last season. So is arson here? I think it was last season, right? Not sure I'm seeing it. Is this season? Yeah, this is last season. King of Sea. Who's that? Never heard of this King of Sea person. Strange. I'm not seeing him. I'll have to check my DMs. I'll go in this game and check my DMs. See if that was the account. It's kind of curious now. You guys probably don't even know who Military Aqua is, but he's a good friend of mine. Let's see here. Oh. Nope, that's not him on arson. Or actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But that's not the account who he was playing last season. Okay. Ooh, dude, Hajime back with the 2.9 Expo? Like, I haven't seen him play Expo in a minute. I almost forgot he was considered one of the best Expo players, to be honest with you. He was... Before Lemon Tree, like, kind of took over the name of best Expo player, Hajime had the title. We'll see him playing it again. Moogie with the lightning cycle, you know, I can't say I blame him, to be honest with you. Like, that... I feel like Hajime could have got away with an offensive Expo. Like, Moogie's cycle is not that good right now. Somebody in the chat getting salty that I'm not watching Boss Hay right now, saying everybody's asking for Boss. But I'm looking in the chat and not everyone's asking for Boss, so, you know, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Moogie is ahead right now on both towers. Well, you know, I would wear the bandana, but the thing is about, you know, wearing bandanas is that they get dirty, and then you gotta wash them, and then if you don't wash them, they're still dirty. So, yeah, it's dirty right now. That's why I'm not worried. No jokes like that on Ray? How do you say it? Oh, did someone just... Nope. Okay. Hajime with the fireball cycle, I mean, what do you expect? I think Hajime's got this. Like, I think he can get to one more fireball before Moo can get to a lightning. Got a, like, prediction lightning here. Oh, where's it? Nope, can't hit it. No way. Dude, I really thought Hajime would have elixir to get another fireball. That is kind of surprising. Dang. Rip my man. Rip my man. Yeah, no racist jokes. That is a bannable offense. How do you have energy to stream so much, man? Oh my gosh, dude. I do not have energy right now. You think I have energy? Then I am really good at faking it. Boss? What the? Yes? Question mark? I'm not sure who you're. Oh, what time is it? Guys, I gotta end this stream. Nice donation. You know what, guys? Here, to end the stream, we're gonna actually win a game. And in order to win a game, we're gonna use a deck that's actually good. I'm not even gonna answer that donation. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't just happen. This chat's getting out of control. You know what? As soon as this game's over, that's it, guys. I think we have a mirror match. Nice. So no, I'm washed. Oh, at least he did a useless snowball. So, yeah, that happened. Okay, we're gonna sit back because I play better when I sit back. Hold up, let me get... No! Rip us. You don't want to see P.E.K.K.A. We're just gonna ignore that, to be honest with you. Okay. I think if we like try to defend too hard here, we're gonna end up like hurting ourselves. Oh, I should have gone down that heal spirit faster, so it actually did something. Go Inferno Dragon, I think. Okay, and then we do this. Just go all in on this push, like literally all in. Oh my gosh. Kill it? Wait for it, wait for it. Durtag said P.E.K.K.A. is the highest skill deck in the meta. Do you agree? I do agree. Cringe.